Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2025 here on the channel.
And the Christmas stuff is still
the
not
Christmas
done.
stuff is still up. So,
Which is funny, yeah. Well, I didn't say it was bad.
we've had family. Christmas is still going around on this block in this house, whatever I was going to say. So yeah, Christmas stuff is still up for a little while, but we are back for 2025 and a whole new spate of episodes here on Glassbreakers Guild. We'll see what the year brings. I know we will be, not this week, but in a couple of weeks, we'll be bringing in a new player to the table. Braden's brother will be joining us to help fill out our numbers just a little bit. Looking forward to having Jaron here to play whatever character he winds up playing. He and I are discussing that at the moment. And I know there are some possibilities he has already got in mind, so really looking forward to how that plays out.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Before we get started, though, just a few quick reminders. As always, first of all, thank you for being here if you're here. And we are so happy to have you. I know there is at least one person that I want to do a shout out to if the button works. Does the button work?
Nothing came up.
Maybe I need to do this button. There we go. That's the one I wanted to push. Yay!
Woo!
Welcome
Great.
to Kai. You are playing no game, so awesome. Thanks for just hanging out. Few of our standard reminders as we get started. All of our video content does wind up on the tube of views, so be sure that you go and hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on notifications, and you'll always know when we put new content out there. Some of the stuff you will find are previous playthroughs of this campaign, the previous campaign, campaigns that Danny has run, the one-shots that Braden has done. Lots and lots of other kind of roleplay-y stuff. A little bit of VR, a little bit of talking about games. A lot of stuff out there. There are tons and tons and tons of hours worth of content for you to peruse. You can see how the group around the table has changed over the years. You can see how the studio that we're playing in has changed.
Most of us had hair, and that does include me.
Most of us had hair. Most of us had hair. Some of us don't.
I keep collecting it.
Yeah. So it's a.
If you didn't cut it, you'd have an afro by
It is
now.
a fascinating look to go back and watch some of those episodes. Highly recommend it just for the laugh factor, if nothing else. We do also run a Discord server, and we use that primarily to let you guys know what the streaming schedule is going to be. I realized that my note for tonight failed to mention the change in time. So I'm glad that you guys are actually here with us at our new time. We are going to be shooting for 6 o'clock-ish, but we do need to start a little bit early for some of the players who work early jobs. So that will be a change going forward, and I will try to remember to put it on our Discord for you guys to keep track of. I think that's it. Anybody else got any pressing, anything that needs to be shared with the class?
Gosh, I don't think
I
so.
do.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Did you know?
No. Keith, who do you main in Super Smash Brothers?
What's Super Smash Brothers?
Come on, Keith, you're not that old.
No, I don't play it often enough to have a main.
But wait, okay.
I really don't. So I don't have. I'm not a Smash Brothers connoisseur like some people.
Stream it.
That's what I was going to say. Join us in a future episode where we subject Keith and Danny to Super Smash Brothers.
So maybe that's coming up. Who knows?
Hey, man.
But
I'll die in a lot of
anyway,
ways.
Danny, you just fell off the map again.
again, yeah.
Probably.
No, she'll probably do pretty good, actually, because it's 2D.
Yeah,
She doesn't have to use both thumbsticks.
Oh, that
that's
helps.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do frequently fall off the map in Mario Kart.
Ooh, yeah, Rainbow Road. That one's rough. Ooh. Anyway, that's beside the point. That is not the game we are playing here tonight.
But can it be?
Stay tuned for a future episode. Maybe one of these days when we don't have enough to play D&D. All right. I know it's been a while, and I also know that I didn't put the last I just talked about go to YouTube to see all the previous episodes. I know I didn't put the previous episode on YouTube, so that's on me. I do happen to know, though, that Brayton has a pretty good recollection of what happened, so
Oh, good.
we're going to give it to Brayton to do a recap.
No, don't
So
worry, I saved the memory space.
I'm glad one of us did.
Yes. Perhaps a larger recap of what we're doing.
Yes, with the new year, new recap.
Yes.
Go forth.
It has been a year since previous campaign started. And we all find ourselves in the city of Costas, where some of us are trying to live, some of us are helping relatives, some of us are running, some of us just exist. But we've all come together because we have somewhat of a goal that we've sort of loosely come up with, which is defeating some very not so good I wanted to say cultists, but that's not right. What would the term be I would use, Keith, to describe
Zealots?
zealots of the current empress who remains silent on her throne. We're trying to stop some of these zealots from continuing with their dastardly plans and whatnot. Last we left off, my character Lucas and Lance's character Killian were trying to start a rumor mill, trying to lure out a part of these zealots, sort of the Inquisition, to try and talk to their leader, because no one knows much about them. We wanted to see kind of where they fit in the dynamic of the city. Simi, Danny's character, has recently procured us a small warehouse we can use as sort of a base of operations that we can. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch back the episode to see how that went, but it is
was
secured.
awkward.
It was yes. While Steven's character has your sort of.
I do not remember what I did.
What was the last thing you? I think the last thing you did was help Castian with the mask
Wasn't
thing.
there somebody you were like? There was a woman involved that was like.
Yeah, that was Castian, but he was not there for that episode.
Oh, that was Castian. Okay, sorry.
And you have been doing whatever, and I imagine will appear shortly into the story at some point. But when we last left off, while Lucas and Killian were staking out the tavern, the Flotsam and the Jetsam, waiting to maybe catch someone to get some information, Simi and Castian stopped by the warehouse to check it out, and they ran into a woman by the name of Marissa Hornblade, who is a Halvivan woman. They began talking with her, and there is a half-orc by the name of Sir Dorn Halfsword, who's sort of been terrorizing her small village city of Lark's March. Castian wants to help her, but Simi did seem a little suspicious of this woman. They happen to find themselves at the Flotsam and Jetsam, where they do find Killian and Lucas, who is partaking in a lot of drink and food. Sitting down and continually talking to Marissa. Castian hears in his head Erin, the goddess of vengeance, saying, "I have a job for you," referring to helping Marissa. While for the first appearance in several episodes, Zoigan, the god of justice, makes an appearance saying, "Oh shit, her champion's gone rogue."
That's right.
Zoigan also wants to talk to Simi because it has been so long. Erin wants help with, is that how you pronounce her name, Keith? Erin?
It's
Arn.
Aaron.
Aaron?
It's Aern.
It being Aaron was
Yeah.
There was some fun.
My daughter is your god.
Your daughter would be the goddess of vengeance.
After some more talking and all that sort of stuff, there is a whiff of sulfur in the air. And when that happened last,
Didn't
there
Castian grab Marissa and rush her into out into the back or something? Because that was when Nate was leaving.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
we did.
that was
They went
that
off
was
screen.
that
and
was
they're-
that was the you guys all noticed this thing and then cut, and we
Yes.
haven't been back to it since because of Bradenmas and the holidays.
Yeah.
So that's
and now we're back.
Now we're
remembered
back.
what we're doing.
we're back again.
somewhat.
Ish.
And we're here for a lovely time, Keith. Please take
Not
it
a long
away.
time.
I didn't say a long time. I
We're
said
here for a
lovely
good time, not a long time.
So crap. I have lost names.
We lost the plot.
This is not good.
Oh, thanks, Alabaster.
Lucas.
Yes.
Hi. Not Lucas. Lucas is somebody else.
I'm Lucas.
You are Lucas. You're not who I was looking for. This is not the Lucas I was looking for.
You only think you're Lucas.
We're
We're about to meet the real Lucas.
If that was actually the thing that happened. No, it's,
I feel like that's happened sometime recently.
well, I guess while Keith is doing that, I'll just share a little quick thing with you guys. I almost got talked into using Obsidian for my world notes.
Uh-huh.
And I tried it a little bit. Oh boy, it's good, but it's also, I know the amount of stuff that's going to be there is going to look like a dysfunctional drunk spider trying to make a nest.
This is true. All right, hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
World Anvil.
Yeah. Is
It's like Obsidian, but better.
okay? I'll have to try that out because
It's not
I only-
visually pleasing.
as much as I have one person that does notes, I don't like whenever I have to be like, what was this again? Instead of having a nice way that I have access to, but I'm not a big technology notes person.
By the way, we are not at all sponsored by any of the software teams, although
If for some
if for some
you'd
reason
like to.
Please.
If any of the three of you,
I have known to shill on this channel.
he said he wouldn't camp. He
let's see,
lied.
where did I take the button off? I think I did. Dang it! I took off the one button. That's
Oh.
fine. That's fine. Artemis. That's the
You
Lucas.
could have.
Oh,
that's-
could have asked.
I could have. I wanted to look like I knew what I was talking about.
Sorry, I didn't realize that we were looking for my name.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So Artemis,
Yes.
your compatriots
That'd be ice.
are nowhere to be found. I forget what we said you were doing, but you wake up.
Yeah, the last thing I remember was dealing with Nate getting God touched in the forehead. So.
Right.
Um,
So the next day after that,
Trash.
you awaken and everyone has already vanished. So, admittedly, you did sleep in a little bit, as is your wont as an elderly person. So you were
went to bed at
just
7,
Yeah.
got up at 10.
exactly. So, how are you spending the day?
Well,
Because it is nighttime by the time this happens. So, what do you do for the day?
What do you do for the day?
I will make my rounds. I will go to all of the gardens that I normally weed in town. And if I haven't heard anything from anybody, I probably go to the botanical gardens where some of us first met.
Okay.
I'll spend some time there, and I will actually procure a few specific herbs, some of which for tea, some of which are more for the putting to sleep of people, whether that is temporary or permanent sleep. And I
Okay.
will just sort of put those in my bag and continue on my way. If nobody stops me, I'll probably just be in gardens all day,
Okay.
leaving a trail of sunflowers as I
Okay.
go.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
All right, whose turn is it? Not yours.
Broke the table a little.
Well, you said perception, yeah.
Perception, yeah.
Let's see, 14.
Okay.
I rolled a 5, so you know.
That's okay. I am also cashing in one of my many DM disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
It's really funny to
this
me,
thing.
Stephen, that you have to min-max.
Are those from today?
To be
I know
able
I
to
spent
have
most of them during
decent
breaks.
regular rolls.
Right?
No, so these are
Are they from today?
they're not from today,
No, Gage hasn't come
but
to
we didn't.
grace him with.
I don't know that we did. We use these. For,
I think you.
I don't
yeah,
think
I used all of the
so.
ones we got the last month.
I didn't think we did.
Oh
but
no, I
I-
did. I did.
It's the disadvantage.
Yeah,
We
you
like
didn't.
those.
You didn't call it out, so I'm going to assume that they have not been used. So I will leave them. I will leave them up.
Okay.
Only because I don't remember it.
And because he's trying to help me out, because I roll crap all the time. Actually, I got a shirt for Christmas that says, sometimes bad rolls happen to good people.
You should scratch out the sometimes.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
All right. So you happen to catch sort of a. You happen to catch some chatter from one of the guard patrols that passes by you. They're not paying you any attention. They are watching the street for anything untoward, but you are the very definition of not a threat.
Yeah, the old man in order robes.
But you do hear them commenting that a man in order robes was seen in the Flotsam and Jetsam yesterday.
Uh-oh, he fell into the rumor mill.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
This is how we know it's working.
Why is that important? Like, we're all over the city. That's not our normal haunt, but okay.
That is why it strikes you as unusual, because that is not your
Do you
normal
think
haunt.
we're going to see him discover each one of the breadcrumbs we left?
It's possible.
That'd be funny.
The only worry is that if that person is Acheride, then we're in a lot of trouble.
There it is.
So I will pocket that information and
Okay.
continue on my walk in the gardens, pulling leaves
Okay.
from plants and trimming things as I go.
Okay. You spend an hour or two in the next garden and gather your clippings and your trimmings and head on your way. On your way to your next garden, roll me a perception check.
You. 18. Still under 10 for a roll, but
That's okay. You happen to pass by another set of city guards. It's not unusual to see city guards out patrolling. That is part of their job. It's also not unusual
To be loved by anyone.
to have at least one of each patrol wearing the badges, the sigils of the order. You know, you've been on the inside. You know that Rosk has been slowly, not even infiltrating, because that implies that it's being done secretly. But he's been placing people who are friendly to the order in positions within the city guards. So it's not unusual to see city guards every patrol have at least one person wearing the sigil of the order. This particular one, all 4 of them are. That is slightly unusual. So it stands out, and as they pass you by, again, they don't pay much attention to you. You are very unassuming. I'm assuming you are. Are you wearing your robes? You are? Okay.
Are you unassuming?
So they will actually give you a polite nod, but not stop their conversation as they're heading, as they're walking away. You hear them discussing the idea that a fugitive was seen fleeing from the markets towards the docks last night.
Okay.
It's working.
How lovely.
At least on the wrong person, but that's fine. It just means it's working in general. This is fine.
No, what
He's gonna leave that one alone still. It's not quite enough.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to draw attention if he's not supposed to step in.
Okay. So you go along your way to the next garden. You spend another hour or so tending to the plants, making sure that there are plenty of buzzing insects around to do the job of pollinating and making sure that things are nice and healthy. You gather up your things, you step out. You have one more garden you're going to hit today before you really start thinking about finding your compatriots. Make me a perception check. This one I will cash in. Hang on, don't. I will cash in the next DM disadvantage because
I mean,
this
there's only
particular
so
pair
much it
is being
matters.
a little skulky. It might not.
12.
I rolled an 11. So
I rolled a 3.
so you are in fact able to catch what you now realize are a couple of plainclothes guards that you've seen around the cloister. So you know very well these are secret police placed by Rosk. And they've got their heads together and they don't seem to notice you as they are passing a report from one to the other. And the report mentions that someone in somewhat tattered order robes has been seen coming and going from the back room of the Flotsam Jetsam. And that a sting operation is being planned.
It's working.
Our best worst plan ever.
I mean, we
Worst
basically
best
built.
plan?
We basically built or dug a pit with spikes at the bottom, but we forgot to climb back out.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, yeah, we have laid a trap and then carefully nestled ourselves right in the middle of it.
That was the one joke. You just we've done this. We've dug this pit so deep. Let's dig out, or let's climb out. How are we supposed to climb out?
Where's the door?
There was supposed to be a ladder in this corner. Who forgot the ladder?
Well, I guess I am going to forego my last garden, and we're going to the Flotsam and Jetsam. Not into, but I am going to head that direction.
Okay.
Because clearly I need to figure out what's going on.
All right.
And you're gonna get there and see us.
See
And
you
then you're going to
or
go,
get arrested immediately.
Oh, I know what's going on now.
All right. So you arrive at the Flotsam and Jetsam, taking up a place across the street. You peer in as best you can into the dimly lit interior of the tavern. It is.
I don't have dark vision.
It is.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's fine. It is a typical sort of wharfside tavern, little on the rough and tumble side. And you see, from your vantage point, you don't see a lot, but you do see movement, and you do hear the raucous noise of a tavern in full swing. Then a couple of things happen kind of all at once.
Him. He's the reason we smell sulfur.
Sorry, it's one of those plants. It's just like what is that mushroom that smells like death?
Oh, I don't remember. I know there's a fruit. What's the fruit?
Durian.
The durian fruit.
Oops, sorry.
That's just ugh. So a couple of things happen all at once. You see from either end of the street a couple of patrols of guards. Behind each are what you've never seen in person, but you recognize as some of the arm of the order tasked with more sensitive, let's say, personnel acquisitions.
It's good to know how efficient they are.
People I've probably worked with, at least in passing.
Yeah, you've worked with them at least in passing. You recognize the fervor in their eyes. You recognize the little extra embellishments they've put on their robes. Again, for those of you who get the reference, these are the shepherds among the white cloaks. So. Yeah, so these are
a good response time. This is less than a 24-hour turnaround.
Yeah.
This is so you recognize sort of what's converging on this tavern.
And Artemis goes, "Oh no, I must save Akarai, who is in the back room," forgetting that we left Akarai back at the...
At the same time, there is sort of this flash from inside the tavern, and then sort of like reddish yellow smoke starts pouring out of the interior of every opening in the building, including the front door. Windows, upper windows, side windows. If you could see it, the back door, the front door certainly. There's just this sulfurous, like, smoke that has suddenly enveloped the entirety of the Flotsam and Jetsam.
That's kind of what happened when we dealt with the demons before, right?
Yes.
Damn it.
Brayden, do you ever feel like maybe we're too effective?
And then, like, hot on the heels of the smoke, you see Castian. His arm around the waist of this young, well, young is hard. It's hard to tell age. This half-elven woman who has her arm around his shoulder. He has got her sort of just grabbed her by the side and is running out of the smoke. He doesn't even pause to look left or right. He just dives into the alleyway across the street and keeps running.
After my last interaction with him, I'm not sure I'm gonna stop him.
Actually, make me a perception check, if you will.
He has been blessed.
To be fair, it is going up.
I mean,
It would be more
staying
impressive if it
consistent
wasn't.
at 10.
There are more up numbers than there are down numbers at this point.
15.
He hasn't
15?
he hasn't broke 10.
I know.
It's not super hard to see, but as he steps into the shadows of the alleyway, there's sort of this blip, and the two of them disappear.
Yep, that tracks. Okay, at a guess, like have the approaching guards reacted to the smoke or anything at all?
Yes, they have. So they've all drawn their weapons and are rushing forward. The
Let's light the
the
smoke.
the secret police are right there at their heels. The rest of the people in the street are starting to cry fire and are calling for the bucket brigades to put out the flames.
We're also very efficient.
Little did we know the secret to defeating these demons will be pouring water on them.
All right.
Exactly.
So at this point, let us have initiative.
And don't say. On a side note, how do you roll? Do you do
And there
the
too, right?
out?
What?
You're too right. Okay.
Have you tried a different method like the...
If you tried a different method,
I
have
like
you
that,
tried
I like
not
that.
doing it the bad way?
Well, there's not a bad way, but like...
Well,
if
there's
you tried
clearly a
doing-
bad way, and it's however Steven is doing it.
Well, I was just suggesting if you try different ones like the drop or the twirl out.
I mean, if I maybe just like drop it on something above 10.
It'll
Or,
bounce and be at 9.
Right.
Or you know, believe in dice karma.
I
He
have
has
turned
converted.
around.
Oh, no, yeah, he believes now. The problem is that when he was an unbeliever, he cursed himself.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is
The problem is younger Steven thought he'd be
Okay.
funny.
all right. So with my
Touch your dice.
And he warned you. He told you, he said, you know what's going to happen if I do this. And you said, uh-huh.
It's saved my players a time or two.
I bet.
I mean,
I'm sure.
this makes sense.
Travis still almost
Have you
died.
tried using a surrogate roller?
Oh yeah, and it makes a difference, but
Okay.
also like
Okay, have you
Where's the fun
tried
of D&D if you don't roll your
using
own dice?
a mechanical surrogate roller?
I have not.
Like, what if we get you a grabby arm? And, like, we might be able to, like, delineate, like, if you are 5 feet away from the dice when they are rolled, the dice cannot tell it is you.
I mean... at this
I don't
point-
know. At this point, it may be a quantum effect. Who knows?
But on the bright side, somewhere, there is someone who is rolling so well because of me.
No. There is
I'm,
not.
I'm not sure that works.
It's not. You are not part of karma balancing itself. You opted to be cursed. Okay.
Right.
There was
but-
not.
but
There
has
was
to be
not
balance,
a.
right?
Yeah.
So-
no.
so
no,
somewhere,
No.
someone rolls
That's not how that works.
A balance would refer to the two people in union created a way to balance that out. No, you just straight up cursed yourself. There's no
Yeah.
balance or unbalance.
Oh yeah, that's a 1.
This is not the balancing of a math equation. This is you have the plague because you walked up to patient 0 and said, "Cough on me."
You grabbed a rat and you said, "Cough, you little son of a."
I ate a bat and
Don't you?
All right. So let's go around the table, Stephen.
well, 4 plus 5 is 9.
Yes, it is.
Still not above
Braden.
10.
22.
Very nice.
I have a lot of decks.
22.
Oh, no, that's
Who's
fine.
got the higher decks?
18?
Oh yeah, you.
Okay.
Okay. See, and Danny, see me.
Come on, 22.
I look at Artemis and I'm like, what is happening? And then, yeah, I roll.
Wait, how do you? I'm outside.
He's outside.
Still.
Oh, you're outside still.
And now you're covered
So-
in smoke.
Smoke.
Yes.
13.
13.
I'm distracted,
Okay.
apparently. I'm a little.
Unfortunately for you all,
I go first.
no, you don't.
No, we don't.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for all of you, with the DM disadvantage for my Ultraloth and Nikoloth,
Guess who's back?
I rolled a natural 20, so they will get to go first.
You know, I recall a dragon telling us that they shouldn't be around for a while.
I mean, to
there's
be fair, this is
A
Keith's
while
world,
is
and we
a very
haven't.
broad expression.
Assuming these are the same ones, is the proper assumption there.
They're gonna bamf it and they're gonna lock eyes with us, and then we'll know. Oh, these are the same.
So there is, for those of you inside, there is the smell of sulfur immediately precedes sort of a flash of light. You see two figures. The silhouettes look familiar. Seems to be slightly different coloration on these two, but they do sort of lock eyes with you.
Hello.
And at that point, the sulfurous smoke that sort of follows them as they apparate onto the plane fills the room, including where you are. So for the moment, it is going to be it's going to be hard to see.
Okay.
You guys will have disadvantage on any attacks, but there again, so will they. So it sort of cuts both ways. All right. So they pop in. The smoke obscures everything. Which of you three was closest to Castian? So, Simi, you kind of get this sense of as the smoke rolls over you, you see Castian sort of grab the half elf by the waist and flee.
Oh, great.
She's gonna die.
Yep.
Okay. And all right. So they popped up in the middle, sort of in the middle of the room. You guys were a little bit closer to the entrance. There is about 30 feet or so from where you are,
Mm-hmm.
sort of at the closest to where they popped up. They do start. You start to hear like panicked screams and a lot of movement all at once. Things crashing around, including a couple of fairly heavy sort of sounding bodies sort of moving your direction.
I also do have telepathic bond still up.
And who do you have that with?
Everyone.
Oh, everyone?
Except
Okay.
for
Everyone but
Artemis.
me.
Everyone except for Artemis. Okay.
It was me, Killian, Simi, and Castian. But I
Okay.
assume Castian sort of just fades away.
Yeah. So as actually it doesn't fade away.
Okay. It just goes.
It just poof
Okay.
pops out. Really. Can you tell direction and distance with that, or is it?
I think it just activates.
Okay.
I will double check that though.
Okay. Because it does just like drop.
Okay.
And it's not an effect you've ever felt before. So yeah, yeah, no worries.
Oh, interesting. This the communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence. Oh, interesting. That's not good.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay.
So I will allow you to decide whether or not the conversation beforehand took an hour or not.
It did not. So you know for a fact that it cutting off did so unnaturally.
Okay.
Roll me a d6, please.
2.
2. Okay.
You didn't have to say
Um,
it like that.
For reasons. Okay, so you hear things moving around. You do not see any shapes materialize out of this smoke. What would you like to do? Because it is now your turn.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Okay. Okay. I'm going to hide under the table.
Okay.
Pull out a couple of and just like pull my keyrings of random god effigy and things, and just pull out just a random one, and pray to whatever it is that it can help me.
Hey, anybody who's listening?
Okay.
And I am going to
Come on.
twin spell banish again.
Okay.
Be gone.
So I need them to make
Get
I believe it's a charisma saving throw.
No,
Do you have to be able to see your
Yeah, well,
targets?
Give me a moment.
last thing, right? Last comment.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that we had a good bit, but
No.
thanks, dear.
Steve.
What that you can see, I can't see.
What's that?
It says a creature that you can see within range.
Nope, you cannot see them. The
Okay, that's good
closest,
too.
the closest you can see is Killian.
Okay.
And
That's-
in fact, he's pretty much the only thing you can see me. You know where she is, but she is. If you didn't know she was there, she is only a darker shadow in the smoke.
Actually, you know what? That's fine. I can't twin spell. I used all of my
Metamagic?
my meta magic feat stuff
Ah.
last game.
Doing what?
Silently casting rumor
Oh.
3 times,
Gotcha.
and then silently casting disguise for a hot minute. And I only have 4 sorcery points to do that. So,
Fair.
well, okay. Well, maybe just wait. Just wait. Why am I nervous? I shouldn't be nervous.
Famous
do that
last
either.
words.
I can't see them. I've done that. I've got that up. That would be useless. I could cast silence. I know the shapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did any of them cast spells last time we fought?
I don't remember.
'Cause there was a darkness and there was a
I think they
Fireball, right?
The
Yes.
smaller
Yeah.
of the two.
It
Yeah.
was the bigger of the two. The fat dude did.
I don't
The
think
fat
so.
dude did what?
Fireball and darkness.
The smaller
no,
one.
Pretty sure
No,
that was that was
it would be the
ultra lot.
smaller one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that worth it? No.
Which is an excellent
On
question.
silence.
You want me to silence this whole place? Very bad.
Doesn't hurt me.
Oh, that's right. We're mentally locked, so we could take. I silenced the tavern
Okay. So for
using one of my fast incantation things, which allows me to take a
Correct. Cast
cast a. Oh no! Wait, hold on. I don't know. Actually, give me a second. I have to look up a rule about that.
what are you looking up?
Oh no, I can do that. Okay. So I have an ability called Rush Incantation. It allows me, if something has a casting time, of 1 minute or a bonus action, I can just complete it as a bonus action.
Okay.
Just checking. So I do that as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I will pull out a short sword and a short sword, which I have not used, and a hand crossbow.
Okay.
And I will hold my action.
No sunblade.
We're in a tavern,
And
in an anti-magic society.
okay.
Plus, I have to speak the word of activation.
Ah, it's a voice-activated lightsaber.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
So I will, and then I will just hold my action to either shoot if I see them before they approach, or stab if I don't see them before they get to me.
Okay. So you are holding your action.
Mm-hmm.
Killian.
And all you guys.
Yes. So all you hear is ah, and it's like someone stuffed cotton in your ears. All sound is gone. The sounds of the rest of the crowd screaming in panic, the sounds from the street, the sounds of bodies moving around, everything gone.
Keith,
Yes.
I have a couple questions. My first question is: are most, like, everybody who was in the tavern when they bamfed in are still in the tavern, right?
As far as you know, yes.
What is the average amount of damage the average citizen of Costas could take without
Not a lot.
K?
I think it's like 10. Is like
Yeah,
I'm
like
pretty
a
sure
regular
it's
person's
10.
hit points is like 10.
So my 5d6 cone of lightning blast is probably not
That's
the way
probably
to go.
lethal for most folks.
Yep. Because the goblin has 6 hit points.
That is unfortunate. And I am playing a good character who aspires to be a paladin, so I should probably remember collateral damage is not a good thing
Yep.
for this character. Yeah, I think I am drawing my weapon and advancing to where I saw them last. I want specifically to go after the Nikoloth.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Every time I try to spell guard, it's either I swap the A
6.
and the U.
6. Okay. So you go sort of off the direction where you last saw them. You don't come across them. So they have moved around somewhere in this smoke bank, but you don't see them. You don't find them.
And you don't hear them either.
And you can't hear them either. You can't hear
Oh.
anything.
Well, let me read up something real fast.
We're still level 12, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, this might be the one and only time that this will actually be a handy thing that I have. Give me a sec. I have to read the fine print and see if this actually will help.
Oh, good.
But if it does, it will be the first time ever that I have been able to make use of this ability and have it be even remotely useful.
Ah.
Oh, good.
Paladin.
But you're Oath of the Ancients, right?
I don't have an oath yet. I'm a level 1 paladin.
Yeah, like some of them only
Three.
get it.
Oh. Well,
for
Keith, for the first
2.
time in the history of me playing Dungeons and Dragons,
Oh.
I'm going to use Divine Sense as an action
Okay.
until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me.
Bravo.
Nice.
So you get 2 pings. They are. It looks like they've split up. The Ultraloth is sort of off to your left. The Nikoloth is off to your right. They both kind of spread out towards the edges of the room. So the Ultraloth is going to be sort of over in the bar area, and the Nikoloth is sort of over where the stairs leading upstairs and a couple of the tables of the common room are.
I'm going to advance with what movement I have left towards the Nikoloth. I don't want to actually get close enough to be within his range since I cannot attack this round.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move over to him.
Okay, you can get with. Let's see, make sure he doesn't have a stupid range. He does not. So you can you stop about 10 feet short of him, but you've got a sense of where he is, and that's good to the end
The
of
end of my next turn. That was the thing. I was like, it's an action. I need to see if
Okay.
it lasts long enough that it'll
Good
make
deal.
a difference.
Good
And
deal.
it does.
It does.
Good.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
First time
Wow,
in
that's the first time that I've ever heard
in
of that.
more than 10 years of playing Dungeons and Dragons that I have actually been able to make use of that in a way that helps me.
Nice.
I think
You're
Sargon
welcome.
went through this, but
See me.
Okay. So, what do I need to do first to see if I can figure out, like,
Where things is. Yeah, there's no way I'm
perception
just gonna...
check?
What sort of senses do you have? Just your regular senses? Do you have anything?
Taste, smell, touch, hearing, sight.
Do
No
you have
hearing.
anything that gives you any sort of
Common.
anything as far as being able to sense
blind
anything?
sense.
Do you
or
have
anything?
blind
Have an
sense or tremor sense?
abnormally well, sharpened sense of smell.
I mean, I imagine there's a strong sulfur smell.
Yeah, there's a very strong sulfur smell all around you right now.
Strong enough to cover a multitude
So
of
if you just want to sort of get a quick lay of the land, you can do a perception check. It will be at disadvantage.
Oh wait,
Oh wait,
Oh.
let me see if I can make this.
what do
So
you?
I can use telepathy. I can also get across vertical surfaces. So is there a chance of like getting above things to look down?
You can try.
I mean, smoke doth rise.
Yeah, but I don't know how much it
Stay
hath
down,
doth
cry
risen.
loud.
Yeah,
So-
so you since you are inside the smoke, you do not know what its extents are at the moment. So if you can try, that is entirely up to you.
Okay.
So what are you
So I
looking
get
up?
telepathy, but I don't know if I need to see it.
That is a good question.
I would.
I think
Assume
telepathy
so.
is... yeah, I'll look. Secret telepathic.
Telepathic.
Great band name.
I am indeed out of
Right.
plastic powder.
Oh, no. Well, what is this specifically, Danny?
There's not a color associated, so I think it's a general monk thing. Maybe not.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
It is not a general monk ability to have telepathy.
In that
Because
case...
telepathy is an 8th level spell.
As I say, it could be from your subclass.
It might be...
Which I believe you are currently a drunk master.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. You've been
Oh, am I
drinking. You're a
drunk?
drunk master
You are a
right
drunk
now.
master.
You're a
Because you've
different
been
kind of monk
you've been
right
drinking
now.
because no one's been watching you.
I don't know that I would have telepathy if I'm drunk. Let's see.
Do you have it as a feat? Do you have the telepathy thing as a feat?
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah.
Because it is in my features in general, but I have all of that listed together.
Let me see what the telepathy thing in feats is.
Thank you for reminding me I had been drinking, because I forgot.
You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see within 60 feet of you.
Okay, so you have to be able to see
so
it.
I
Or
can't see.
you could detect cast thoughts and know anything. Oh, well, you can't cast anything anyway, but
Liquids. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to do a general perception and see if I can.
Okay.
perceive the threat.
Yes.
All right. So it is at disadvantage.
Jeez. Did you touch my dice, Stephen?
Oh,
Did not.
You've been over on this side.
3 of these have rolled a 3.
Now, see, for her, someone else somewhere is having good luck.
Yes. I mean, I still have a 13, but it still sucks.
You did do it at disadvantage?
Oh. That was the disadvantage.
Okay, so
13.
13. That's not terrible.
That's
Which
me
is
rolling
not
a
to say
3.
that it's good.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. It is really hard to see everything because of the smoke.
Yeah.
You are starting to see like movement and bodies as people are starting to sort of try to stream out the front door back behind you. So you're seeing like other patrons scrambling to get out of the way. There are some weird eddies in the smoke because of all of the moving bodies. It's real hard, and you're not able to glean anything about where the enemies might be.
What is my visibility?
Maybe that.
Well, I'm gonna ricochet off some people in the hopes that I run into my target then.
Okay.
Is this smart? Probably not. But here we are.
All right. So you're just going to be bouncing off of patrons as you're sort of swimming upstream, trying to find.
She's just
The
gonna
bad
walk by
guys?
and hand put her
Pretty
put her,
much.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you what I'm looking for? No. Are you
All right.
what I'm looking for? No.
You know what? Give me a luck roll. Just a d20.
18.
All right. And then roll me a d6.
5.
Okay. So as you're sort of feeling your way blindly through the smoke and the sulfur and the moving bodies and everything, you sort of, your hand sort of bumps into a much firmer, smoky body than it
Accidentally
should
grab a
have.
handful of demon crotch.
Basically.
Like, oh.
Just squeeze really hard.
And there is a similar familiar, not identical
Grunt.
stench.
Oh.
Hey, it's like the guy whose butt you
Yeah,
ran into.
exactly.
So you have found an enemy. You have found the Michaeloth.
I would like to hurt him, please. Since I did grab a handful of his crotch, we're going to start there because I did roll one of mine as nat 20.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, but 2 of these are 3s, so I don't think that does the job.
'Kay.
However, the other one would be an 18.
18 is the button, so
Okay.
you get 2.
So that wrong thing. That's going to be 37 points of damage, and I would like for it to roll a con save.
Constitution save. Let me see what I've got queued up here. On the list of things. Oh, looky there. Disadvantage.
Ha
Con save. Con save. The lower roll is a 17, so that would be a 21.
Oh, alas. 17 is the save it has to make.
Okay.
Fine.
So it's not stunned, I'm assuming, is what you were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so you have done 37 points of damage, however, and you hear this sort of grunt and roar. That's a little bit higher pitched than you would think it would be.
Oh.
No.
All right, so that's
Okay, you're getting fired.
him.
Getting fired.
Outside, you see the guards start. The guards kind of manage to get to the front of the tavern, and sort of post up, and about this time, patrons start sort of streaming out. The guards are checking each one of them as they come out to make sure that they're not who they're looking for before sending them on their way.
Okay.
And then it is your turn, sir. What you doing, Artie?
Have any of them like glanced this way? Like, okay.
No,
So they just have not noticed me.
they have not noticed you as of yet.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Don't have contact. I have not seen them. There's demon smoke, possibly Acherai. Is it clear if any of them have moved towards the back?
You don't think that any of them have. You think they've mostly sort of gathered up at the front. Sort of at the same time, there's the hue and cry for the fire brigade and the buckets to put out what the crowd is assuming to be a fire. So that is starting up as well. So somewhere down the street, alarm bell is starting to ring. You don't know how long it will be before they start to move around to the side.
Gotcha. So I'm going to move towards the back of the tavern.
Okay.
If I'm stopped at all, I'm going to say, you're not watching the back. What kind of idiots are you? And
Okay.
keep going.
All right. Let's just see. Yeah. Nobody seems to notice or care that
Okay.
you're heading that direction.
So I will, if I need to like step of the wind or anything, I'm getting to the back door if I can.
Okay. With step of the wind, what would that give you?
Well, okay, so I can action. So with just my action, I've got 100 feet of movement.
No, you don't. What? If you're using your action?
Yeah.
Oh, his movement and his
movement
action.
and your action.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then if I need to step of the wind, it'd be 150.
Yeah. It is. 100's not quite enough. 150 is a little overkill, but you need to use it to get to the
Okay.
back door.
All right, I will do that, and then I'm waiting at the back door to see if I need to pull somebody out.
Okay.
I am not checking anybody as they come through, though.
All right. Sounds good. So once you get there, you do start to see some of the wait staff and the kitchen staff and some of the maids from upstairs sort of coughing as they're exiting through the back door.
Okay.
And
I'm watching for anybody in order robes in particular.
right. Of course you are. And I had a pin.
He's
There it is.
fallen for our trap card.
Which means I'm
Alright.
not helping you.
And then something else happens out of sight because none of you are now watching the front of the tavern. And that takes us back to the top of the round, which is the demons. So first of all, let's see. Oh boy, I really should have this up because I need some of the other notes I have. Oh, they've changed all the things on me here. Nope, not you. Was it you? Nope, it's not you. Right. Oh, right. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Because silence has
Yep.
descended. There's silence in the library.
Thou shalt not cast thy spells, Keith.
Thou shalt not fireball.
There's to be a lot of deaths real fast.
There would
Yes.
be.
Right.
That's why I asked if I remembered if they had cast spells
Spells.
before. 'Cause
Okay.
I
That
was
was
just
a
like, you know,
very smart
Um,
idea. And I'm right next to one, so I really appreciate it.
So something happens with that dude. That it goes unseen and unheard. The Nikoloth is going to
Yep.
come after you because you did.
Because you found him.
You did find him and smacketh him.
That was not a smack if that
no,
was a
that was a
grab
that was
and
a
twist.
that was a
The
monkey grabs
yep.
the ball.
Yeah,
monkey
monkey
grabs
grabs
the
the peaches.
peaches.
Unfortunately, you didn't hear him go.
That is true. He was silenced, so I didn't hear anything. I just assumed.
Okay. So it is actually going to. The very first thing it's going to do is teleport out of your grasp
Can it?
behind you.
Is that a Misty step?
It is teleport.
Without
The
any
Nikol.
verbal
It is one of his
components?
actions. Teleport. The Nikoloth magically teleports along with
Okay.
any equipment it is wearing or carrying, up to 60. Oh wait, nope. It can't do that.
It has to see the space.
It has to see the space it's going to. Never mind.
Foiled again.
So
Hoisted
it's
by his own petard.
right. You know, it goes both ways. So it's actually going to raise its great axe and it's going to swing at you twice. Let's see what else is chambered here for you guys. DM disadvantage. So the first attack will be at disadvantage. And does a 19 hit?
Nope. Is the other guy is not close, right?
You can't see the other guy.
Is there a column or anything that is in sight of us, like close enough to
The
a wall?
the closest thing, like structure-wise, is probably the handrail and the bottom couple of steps leading upstairs.
Can I make him hit that so that he can hurt his hand? Tipsy sway.
Yes, you can. Okay.
As long as it's like visible. Or a wall or something.
Okay, so as he swings the first one, he misses you with your sway, and his knuckles come down and hit the banister. You hear this sort of groan and crack as the banister.
You would hear a
Well,
groan and a
yeah.
crack.
I see
You
of.
see, yeah, you kind of halfway see the groan, the crack as the banister sort of gives way under his knuckles, and he starts to sort of do this before he regains his grip and swings at you again. So that was the disadvantage. He will, and the other dice that he rolled. So what he missed with was a natural 10 plus 9 for 19. The other die was a 20, so it would have been a full 20. This is the last thing queued up. This is the last DM advantage that I have for this attack, and then the board is clear. And this will be a 27.
That
to hit.
hits, yes.
Okay.
Can't get out of that one.
You forgot that what you're supposed to say is, I will allow it.
I suppose. Since
All
it's
right.
you.
So that is going to be 14. No. Yes. 14 points of slashing damage. Math is hard, y'all.
Yes.
And that is the Nikoloth's turn.
14.
14 points of slashing damage. Yes.
Can't let it kill the people.
Okay. And
It can't kill what it can't.
so that is
stir
its
it.
turn, and you are still seeing sort of the others in the tavern, their shapes more than anything rushing about, trying to escape the smoke.
I'll just keep him busy.
So now it is your turn.
I exit from under the table.
Okay.
You
I hear
walk
nothing.
straight out, standing upright.
Do you see anything? No.
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
You have telepathy.
Does anyone know where they went?
I have one by the stairs.
The other one's over by the bar.
Okay. Remembering in my memory, do I know the general direction? Basing it off memory and not
Okay.
what I see.
In his defense, the bar area is where the food comes from, and I feel like Lucas would remember where that
That's
is.
fair.
How close attention were you paying
A lot.
to where you were going when you dove under the table?
I mean, I went under the table like, and then just went under.
Okay, okay, I will give you that. So I will give you that you know where the bar is. 50-50 on where the stairs are, because you weren't paying attention to the stairs.
I'll go to the bar.
Okay, so you head over to the bar.
It's a possibility.
So you head over to the bar, sort of feeling your way forward.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a d20, just as a luck roll.
19.
It's buttocks.
19. Okay. So you know, your arms are out in front of you, and your arms shorter than most. You can actually see farther than what you can feel. So you stop about 2 inches before your hands would have gotten like a handful of demon butt.
Okay. Now which one as I appear, which one is this one? Is this
This one is
This
the
is the
Ultraloth.
which one's the Ultraloth? Is
That's
that
the
the
cephalopod, the thin one. No, the big one is
Okay,
the one
This
where...
is the spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Aha! Stab!
Silently.
Okay.
Do I get do I surprise not sneak attack, but do I surprise it?
Do I have advantage on the attack roll?
That's what I'm asking.
Was he
Well-
expecting to be accosted
Out of the rear.
See,
Into the rear.
in the bunghole?
Oh, there
You
you
know-
go.
demons are
You
always
lined it up
expecting
behind
it in
him,
the back door. So no.
Gotta stop all this sulfur from coming out.
He was facing the other direction. He
Okay.
can't hear you coming. You will have advantage because it does not know you are there to duck.
Hooray! That one's caught. Do. Ba, 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 da, da, da. 19?
Is the button.
Aha! Its weak point is the yes! Yeah. I'm gonna assume it's not I'm gonna assume it's not been hurt, right?
It has not.
Okay. So I will only get 2d8 on this extra bit on this. Oh, that's you. I was like, what in the heavens? Alright. I shall exploit its weakness, which I found. Nice. That's gonna be... So it's vulnerable to this one.
and it's going to do the ominous slow turn.
Excuse me.
Who had the audacity?
Okay, it's going to take 18 points of slashing damage because it's vulnerable to that because of how my abilities work. Plus another 9 points, so there's going to be 27 points of damage
Total?
total.
Okay. I
One
may
more
have
level and I get
missed
my smite
something
back.
here. I may have missed something here.
That's fine.
1 second.
If I had my smite.
statistically unlikely
Statistically unlikely what?
that I rolled 4 ones in 5 rolls of 2 dice.
Well, you are
admittedly,
a
but still.
statistical anomaly.
I've rolled so many 3s since I started rolling that it's ridiculous. So statistics, I don't know, you know, just kind of.
Statistics only matter if your sample size is big enough.
Everything all right there, Keith?
He's figuring out what happens to a demon when you stab it in the butthole.
There's a little sidebar on every demon page. If they find the secret,
You get sucked in and teleported to the other place.
Interesting.
a sandworm erupts.
Interesting.
What's interesting, Keith?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
What, Keith?
So the Ultraloth has true sight. But that doesn't work on smoke. It only
No.
works on darkness.
Yep, darkness and illusions.
The Nikoloth, on the other hand, has blind sight.
Ah.
So it knows exactly where you guys are and should have come after you straight away. But it didn't, and that's fine. So, Castian. You're not Castian, you're Killian. You're the other K sounding one.
So many.
So many.
I know what my next character's name is going to be.
So you got a bead on both of the demons. And the one that you're closest to is kind of moving around like it's fighting something.
Oh, good. So, I don't know what it's fighting, but
You do not?
what I know is whoever's on the other side of it fighting, what they see is emerge out of the smoke behind it is Killian in his armor, glowing, crackling with lightning, with his giant two-handed sword that comes up behind the Nikoloth and just goes,
Which one is that one? The one
the big
fighting
one,
you?
the one fighting her. I'm flanking, I assume?
Yes.
Oh, good. How's a 25?
25 will hit.
Oh, right. The damage for these. Let's have this. Did I lose one of the dice? Huh. I lost one of the dice that goes with that set already.
For monster stat blocks,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
if it says that a creature can cast something innately without material components,
Right.
that includes somatic, doesn't
Incorrect.
it? No?
No, material is only
Material
like
is like,
things.
okay. If I need like 100 gold's worth to revive someone, innately just means that they can just cast it without the need
You
of.
still have to do the
Yeah.
motions and the verbal part. Okay, got it.
Abracadabra. Alakazoo.
So that first hit is for 17 points of damage. Do I need to tell you how much of that is lightning?
No.
Okay. And
Actually, your weapon is considered magical, yes?
yes.
Okay. Then no.
All right, I'm attacking it again. Oh, and that's a crit.
Hi, Mia. Sorry, I was being alert.
Okay, so that'll be 25 more points of damage from my natural 20.
Oh, bikini?
Oh, baby.
And that is my turn. And at this point, I can no longer detect where the other one is because my divine sense goes away.
Okay. Uno momento while I perform
Oh, and good.
advanced
You've put
mathematics.
silence up so everyone within 1,000 feet does not hear the thunder crack from my
Yep.
blade.
Feel the thunder.
It's gonna be real nasty when I get smite.
Yeah.
Okay. See me.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit the guy again. Oh wait,
You have advantage
I
with
have
flanking.
advantage. Well, one of them was a nat 20, so I'm just gonna take that one. So I am now flanking. I am going to maybe it's the tray. So I'll roll it out here. Oh, this is going better. This is going better.
And then you put it immediately back in the tray, Danny?
But it's already.
She just needs to roll them outside the tray.
Okay.
Hold, please. We're doing math.
Sorry, I didn't know that I was gonna have flanking. Okay,
That's gonna be a lot of math.
so
Because
you're shout outable, we like you, and stuff. Okay, so we've got clear.
What's your bonus to hit?
It's a hit is plus 9.
Oh no, sorry. What's your bonus to damage?
Oh, to damage plus 5. Okay, so 2 nat 20s, and both of the other ones are going to also hit. So, are you?
Oh no,
doing
you're
it?
good. You're
Oh,
good.
okay,
Go
okay.
ahead and do it.
Is plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. That accounts for the 2 20s. Plus 10. Plus,
I totally get it, Mio, by the way. Totally get it.
13 plus 8
I wish that was a foreign concept.
plus.
Thank you. Here's a disadvantage.
Right?
So this is going to be 66 points of
Jeez.
damage.
2 crits.
Oh wait, and I also there's something with flurry of. Oh, I get to. I don't have to disengage per se, but
I mean,
because
if
you lose flanking if I do, right?
Yeah, but if you wanted to get out of, so he doesn't view you.
How do you
as
want
a
to do
target.
this?
Oh, never mind.
wow.
Never mind. So I mean, I'm using his nuts as a speed bag pretty much.
Oh,
So
Now I'm just seeing the
As he
guy
just
doing his
silently suffers.
we're gonna monkey grabs the peaches and suffocate him with it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep.
So, adding insult to injury after you've done that, his eyes just kind of roll up into the back of his skull, and both of you have to back up a step as a flaming portal sort of opens up beneath him, and that ghostly hand reaches up, grabs him, and drags him back to hell. Slight side effects, some of the smoke sort of goes with him, so there is an area of about 10 feet around the two of you that has sort of cleared out. It's this like dome of clear air in the smoke. Smoke is starting to slowly sort of filter back into it, but for the next round at least, the air around you is clear.
Do we see the other guy?
No.
But I know the other guy is there.
You know the other guy is presumably somewhere.
You are part of the
Oh,
telepathy.
But
so you
yeah.
would have heard
I
me
can
say
use
he's
it
by
without-
the bar.
Okay, so I am going to head towards the bar.
Okay. With your stupid monk's
Yes.
speed, you're pretty much able to get there in time to see. A sword coming out of his
Again, I like
rear
to think
end.
you lined it all up and just went.
You just like his face goes ooh.
Guide me. Oh,
Not that I
Actually,
can
you
talk at
can't
this point,
see
but-
it. You can kind of see it as you get like right up
Yeah.
on it.
And watch the
Just letting you know,
Olaf go.
Keith, that is a
"Ooh."
non-magical sword. However, because of the vulnerability thing I have, it negates that. So
The vulnerable.
I have a thing called explodes vulnerability. It just
Okay.
means that any weapon I use negates. It counts as
resistances.
magical for overcoming resistances.
Okay.
And anyone else who attacks it can have the same effect until
Okay.
the start of my next
Cool.
turn.
Good deal. No worries. All right. Some stuff happens out at the front. You do start to hear some of the guards that were out front come down the alleyway that you came down. You presume they're coming down the other one as well, but you can't tell for sure. They don't have near about your speed, so they're only going to get about halfway back. There are still patrons and staff members sort of coughing and wheezing as they come out of the smoke. As yet, you have not seen anyone wearing
Order robes.
order robes
Okay.
in any flavor.
I thought you said corduroy.
No one with corduroy.
No one's in corduroy.
The fabric used by
corduroy man.
You gotta go.
So what
It's
would you
pestinist.
what would you care to do there, sir?
Well, I guess I'm gonna start pretending to check people because
Okay.
I don't actually care though. I'm just gonna like perfunctory. Nope. Move along.
Can take the man out of the order, but can't take the order out of the man.
Right.
Well, the moment they come around, I'm gonna be berating them. So if it doesn't look like I'm actually doing what I'm telling them that they should have been doing, then
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing because it doesn't seem like they've gone in the front because of all the smoke and stuff. But
Okay.
I can't hear them through the building, so
No.
they haven't gone in for sure.
Yeah. All right. So some more stuff happens out front, and back to the top of the round.
As the ultraloft just slowly looks back at
Yep.
you.
Oh,
Yep.
hi.
Yep. He is definitely gonna do that, and I need you, please.
Oh, he's gonna charm you. Wait, didn't you try this last time?
Also, if that's a spell,
It's just one of his things, but I think you tried this on him last time and it didn't work. Oh wait, but it was a different one, huh?
So I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I choose to fail. I can't be charmed.
Yeah, the last one tried this too. That's what I was.
Yep. This
you
one doesn't
You
know
say,
that.
I choose to fail, and the look on Keith's face was,
All right.
there must be a catch that I can't be charmed.
Okay.
So they,
We know we're dealing with a different one. That's for certain.
Okay, so it uses its hypnotic gaze. Nothing happens. It sort of looks affronted.
You
And,
just stabbed it in the butt and are immune to its
and
charms.
then it is going to whip out its longsword and attack you twice
Okay.
and see me once.
Okay.
And
But does it know Simi's there?
I mean, as it turns around, it sees her. Yes.
I was close enough to see you stab it in the butt, so this makes sense to
Fair
me.
Yeah.
enough. I forget people can see better than I can.
Castian gets a bardic inspiration. Castian's not even here,
I know.
so the next time he's around,
If Keith calls me Castian again this time, do I get the bardic inspiration?
I think yes.
all right. So first
Yes, I
up
do.
is a DM disadvantage on the first attack on you.
Okay.
You can wipe that Castian one too. I was just trying the new
Nope.
system.
I'll leave it there. So its first attack is a natural one because I don't even know why it misses you.
I mean,
Maybe
Because
It had
its
a sword in
sphincter
its
is
butt.
still recovering.
so its first attack goes wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
imagine I also
then
would be
it will. Then we
Swinging
will.
with disadvantage, as it were.
Then swinging with advantage on this one. On the second attack on you. What a waste of advantage. Good God.
5.
14.
That'll miss.
So both of its attacks on you miss.
Yeah. That does proc my what's it called? Transient bulwark. So it just means it gives me a +10 to my
Okay.
AC for one hit.
And so for its final attack, it goes after Simi for a 27.
It does the Jin Sakai stab.
Fine. Guess you hit.
Man, you're gonna take more damage than the rest of the party.
Yep.
For all of. Oh wait. No, wait. Hang on. No, I already did it. For all of 4 slashing damage.
What? That doesn't seem right.
It was using it one-handed, and I rolled a 1, and it gets a +3.
Oh.
The Ultralot's special powers are
It
not
is-
being
is-
good at melee.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
it
being
is not a
spellcaster
melee.
and charming
Oh,
people.
okay.
It is supposed to charm you, and it did not realize that you could not be charmed.
the one person in the room that it is immune to.
Yep. Yep. They haven't learned yet that you are not.
We keep sending different people.
They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo. I was denied vital information.
Seems to be going around.
Okay.
I like to think if this keeps happening enough, it will eventually reach the point where the Ultralots and Nicolots will no longer be willing to come do this job.
All right. So that is. I'm trying to think. Well, no, because he's already
Demon
done
Masters will say,
that.
"Go do this," and they're like, "Fuck no."
I will take 1,000 years as a lemur. Thank you.
I talked to George. Do you know what happened the last time they tried this?
Shoved a sword up his ass.
People are sick and wrong.
And I fought in the Demon Wars.
Okay.
Blood War.
Blood Wars.
I fought in the Blood War.
So that is its turn. It
Very
is.
disappointing turn for the Ultralot.
No, actually, before that, it is going to.
Run.
It is going to
Try and get away.
It is going to fly up into the rafters.
Oh.
It has a fly speed of 60.
That still provokes attacks of opportunity.
It does, yes, from both
Your
of
attack
you.
is less swinging your sword as it is allowing it to slide.
Fudge.
That'll still hit. So that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit it.
That's not great damage.
13?
Does not.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
7 points.
Unless I get advantage for being flanking with her.
You aren't flanking. You were
Okay.
side by side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stab it in the butt again. Insult to injury.
All right. So it sort of disappears up into the smoke above you. And that will then bring us to your turn.
Okay. Disadvantage shot then with a crossbow? Is that how I would work?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. Ping!
You can't hear it, but if you could, you would go, "Ah, not again!"
23.
With disadvantage?
I rolled a 15 and an 18.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Got it.
Okay.
Aha! Going straight up, I see.
All right. You hit.
I see. Nudity makes you stronger on this planet.
Is it under half?
No.
Okay.
Well, how much damage did you do? Oh.
Oh, he needs to know
I need to
before
know
he does
how
damage.
much
It
before
changes
he-
the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. No.
So we'll start with the sword, the crossbow, which is a magical crossbow because it's the one magical weapon I took, but I've been using
Yep.
the Sunblade the whole time, which means technically that would have been higher. My apologies, but I still hit. 12. I'm running out of math. 16.
Braden can only hold a limited amount of math at one time.
20 points of damage.
Okay.
Like I said, this keeps happening often enough, and it keeps going this way.
And then, bonus action, transient bulwark myself again. And then, just holding the bar, I'll go to the opposite side.
As a longsword falls out of the sky and stabs
Do
somebody.
you tell us that it flew up?
I can. We'll see me outside. It flew up!
Okay. All right.
And that
So
is
so
my
you are
turn.
now
Just hunkering behind the bar.
behind the bar. Good to know.
Mhm. I have faith that they'll do it.
All right.
Down below the bar.
Killian.
Like, oh, look.
Not
vintage.
cast.
Having known where it was previously, and having been told that it just flew up. Do I have enough movement? I'm already over by where the stairs were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over towards the bar, except instead of walking on the ground, I'm gonna walk on the ceiling, because I can do that in my armor. So I'm just gonna walk along the ceiling over to where it was before and see if I run into it.
The Yugoloth's just standing there, it's like,
Yeah, he's like, ah, and he's gonna look up, and out of the smoke comes Killian with his sword, upside down on the ceiling. Dup, 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 dup.
they don't pay me enough for this.
All right, give me a luck roll to run into it in the smoke.
6.
You do not run into it,
In that case,
but you are now upside down on the ceiling.
Yep. I will use my action to use my divine sense.
You could do the Simpsons thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing this, and if you're too close, you're gonna get hit.
This is my blood circle! So I'll use my divine sense as my action for the turn.
Okay.
So now I know where he is.
Yep. Now you know where he is. He's off that direction. Sort of pick a direction. He's off that direction. Alrighty. See me.
Okay.
So you see Killian sort of do this little. No, you don't.
I don't think she does.
You see the Ultraloth sort of
Disappear
into the
that is
smoke.
that.
And I know that it went upward, so I too shall parkour my way up to where I approximately think it might be.
Okay.
So I'll probably the opposite direction from how you. So yeah.
There's two important things to remember here, Danny.
Yep.
Number one, you still have to make the luck roll probably to see if you actually land it, because once it was out of your sight, you don't know where it moved to.
Yep.
Problem number two, you are going to fall because you cannot stay up there.
Yes, but
There are rafters to catch
there
on to.
are rafters.
Maybe.
Okay, I assumed there were rafters.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
I
can
mean,
see.
there are-
I don't know how if
Fair.
you're going to be able to see far enough. Just so you remember, as a monk, yes, you are allowed to go up.
But
But
you
then
will
you
still
also
stay.
you
will come
have to
down.
come down.
I should have made sure, but the way I imagined this going was rafters.
Okay.
That was what I thought was going to happen. There are rafters.
There
to
are
the
rafters,
Decafon?
yes.
Okay, so
yes. It is the stereotypical fantasy tavern with the open rafters. So, yes, you can absolutely do that.
yeah. Okay, so luck roll.
Luck roll.
14.
14 is not going to be enough.
Okay, so I'm still gonna go up to the rafters.
To the rafters, but
You
you
just
do
like
not
me.
see.
You do not know where it is.
Yeah, you do not see where it has gone to.
Just do your pull-ups while you're up there.
This is how I get my conditioning in, bruh.
Get your whey protein in first.
So I guess I will move forward into this number and hope I don't hit
This
Killian.
is my blood circle.
Actually, I'm going to hope I don't hit Killian.
Yeah.
Steamy doesn't think about that because she doesn't know Killian just did that cool thing.
Okay. In that case, both of you make me luck rolls.
11.
3.
So the good news is you do not run into Killian.
That is
good.
very good news for you.
Yep. I'll take it.
All right. So some more stuff happens out front. The guards are getting close enough now that you can see. They can see that you are helping out. As they pass by the windows, they're leaving a guard at each of the windows. They're actually smashing out windows and starting to help people out, checking them as they do. The first one gets sort of to where you are, sort of pops a salute and starts helping you check.
Why on earth didn't you come here first?
And then starts checking people as they're coming out with you.
Get this man a clipboard. He could go anywhere.
Right? And that brings us to your turn.
I don't have much choice except, well, there's somebody there now. So if He was still in there. He has to go out the upstairs now.
I like that in your mind you have completely not considered the fact that, like, it's Acharai. He could just, like, bust through a wall and make his own exit out of the building.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to be here. So clearly it's either Acharai or somebody else from the Order who's in trouble. So
Fair enough.
I'll look at him a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna shove my way through. And I'm gonna walk into the smoke.
Okay. All right.
And I can't see shit, and I don't know the layout of the building, so I'm
Yeah.
just...
So you're just kind of you moving people to the side, swimming upstream against patrons, and although at this point, it's still. I mean, there's still a good flow, but it feels like it's starting to thin down just a little bit.
I'm looking for a set of stairs.
And make me an investigation check at disadvantage.
1?
We continue. 6 plus 8.
That's not terrible. That's 14. That's 14. I mean, they're not super hard to find. There is a set of back stairs right off the kitchen. You assume it is the servant stairs
there.
to
Yeah.
take
Does
food
he
upstairs.
notice when he enters the silence that everything goes quiet?
No, because at this
Okay, yeah, I
at this
didn't
part
know
of
if
the
there was a-
building,
yep.
it doesn't reach this far back.
Okay, so I guess I'm moving up the stairs.
Okay, so you're heading up the stairs. All right, sounds good. That will take us to some other stuff that happens outside, and then back to the top of the round. This is the 4th round, just so you guys know. When we started, I did roll a d4 for the number of rounds that this smoke was thick. This is the last round. So after this, this round, it does start to thin. It is still obscuring vision, but you can see it noticeably thinning. Windows being broken out around you. Not that you've heard that is starting to help that. People moving and taking it with them is starting to help that. So there is a noticeable thinning of the smoke. Next round, it will be gone. But for the time being, it is still obscured, and it's actually not you, top of the round.
I know it's the
It
demon.
is this thing here. Okay.
Hiding in the rafters.
It's okay.
I am going
It's
to.
not going to like what happens to it on this next round.
So I am going to first roll a percentile because this has a chance to do a thing, and it didn't do it.
Oh.
Wow.
What was it? No, I can't ask that.
Okay.
Brayden,
Mhm.
what's the ability score bonus with a 24?
Plus 2, 7.
With a 24?
Yep, don't worry, Keith. We're getting there.
For if you have a 24th strength, the plus 7.
Wow. Okay. All right. So something was attempted.
And then it did
Maybe
not.
it did. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But yeah, something was attempted, and great.
Out there in the western sky. I have no idea where it is.
You
I'm
do
just gonna
not.
take a shot in the rafters.
So, with disadvantage, take your shot.
If it has moved from where it, like, if it didn't just go straight up,
Mm-hmm.
I could also see an argument that you use the invisibility rules where it's even if he hits, it's still a 50-50 chance if it actually.
Yeah, that works.
Out there in the western sky. Oh. That's a 1. However, as a halfling, I get to reroll once per day. 20?
All right, so
50-50.
since it has moved,
Yep.
50-50, roll a percentile or flip a coin or whatever you've got.
Oh, I do have a coin that I acquired not too long
See,
ago.
I
that
feel
really
like,
want
given
to.
how this
Actually,
is gone,
no. Actually,
Oh.
roll your damage
Okay.
and I will flip for you.
Would you like to use my coin?
Yes, please.
Give me a second.
I do feel like I should stipulate that if it's a tails, given how this battle has gone for Lucas, that's definitely a hit for him.
So to explain to you, Keith, what this is my SCP coin. There is a safe side, and there is a cater side. Cater is like the bad part.
Okay.
So skull is bad.
Skull is bad.
Go figure.
Go figure.
Is it under half?
Um,
Sorry, I have to ask for damage.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
30 points of damage.
Okay.
Do I sense the Nikoloth or the Ultraloth no longer being alive?
From 30, it wasn't even half.
I don't remember how many hit points they have. I remember they're squishier than the other one.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So there's that.
I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, you're right. You
If
don't.
it gets stored with his dice.
Yeah.
That's why I have
point.
the
Good
protector
point.
just so it stays.
Okay. So, maybe you hit, maybe you didn't.
That's fine.
We'll see. We'll see what
And I
happens.
will-
Killian, he just got shot in the butt.
I will stay back behind the bar.
Okay. Killian.
I would like to go bully the Ultraloth. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to take the maximum amount of points that I can. I will drop my intelligence to 10 and increase my strength by 8, which maxes it out at 24, which is the maximum my armor can boost it to. I would like to come up to the Ultraloth, who is flying, and I assume is not aware I am here, as he cannot hear me coming.
Okay.
I'm going to rush at him, leap at him, grab him, and I'm going to try to drag him down to the ground in a grapple. And I want to stuff his face into the ground so he can't see anybody.
All right. Wow. This is going to be a thing. So grapple, he can do
He can use acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Do I have advantage on my grapple because he doesn't see me coming?
Yes. Anything for me in the bank? I don't think so. No. All right. And it doesn't matter because it is the same bonus to strength and athletics. Strength and
Acrobatics.
yeah, you know what I was
Yep.
trying to say. Well, this is gonna. Go ahead.
22.
Yeah, that beats a 12.
So I don't know how he's flying. I don't know if the weight of my armor will be enough to drag him to the ground.
All it says is he's got a fly speed.
Yeah, the grapple
But I'm
rules don't really
guessing-
explain what to... So grappling says that if I successfully grapple him, his movement speed becomes 0.
Then there's also the interaction of flying creatures when their movement becomes 0 fall.
Okay,
So-
that was my assume, but
Yeah.
I was like, it's not entirely clear
Yeah.
what happens when you grapple a creature in midair.
If they float, it has you would just be
Yeah.
grappled in the air. But a flying creature, the presumption is they're using something like
Yep.
wings to keep themselves alive.
Yeah, so this poor Ultraloth, I just hit it like a train and slam its face into the ground as I basically just ride it down onto the ground. And I'll take however much fall damage is required.
Okay. This is a 2-level. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's a 2-level tavern. It's pretty prototypical. So you're going to take 2d6 fall damage. So is the Ultraloth. But we'll get to that. So 7 points fall damage to you, and a whopping 10 to Mr. Beady Eyes.
And then I've got my hand on the back of his head because I am trying to make sure that all he can see is the floorboards in front of him. So that he doesn't try and charm anybody.
Did you see the previous one try to charm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, the last time we fought one, I also grappled it specifically to drag it away so that it couldn't charm other people.
Alrighty then.
Which also means that unless somebody kills it before then, when the smoke clears, because no one can hear it because of silence killing, it's just
Okay.
kneeling on the back of the Ultralot.
Sini.
Okay, so from like the trails of smoke shifting, do I pick up anything here?
Oh, we have the telepathy. Killian probably would say, "I got it! I got it!"
Is it dead?
No, it's moving too much to be dead. But I got him. He's pinned.
Not on the ceiling.
On the floor?
Yes, I think.
I'm going to try to perceive if there was movement in the that might have given me an idea of where I should be.
Make a perception with
In
disadvantage.
some ways, this would have been more fun if you could still hear everything, because you guys would have heard the shoo, 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 shoo. Got him.
With disadvantage, one was a 20. Apparently, this is the cursed thing. One was a 20, but the other one was a 4. But I do get a plus 10, so.
So 14.
Yeah, still not quite enough to like actually sense it, but you know you've got Killian telling you that it's at least on the floor.
Although I
Okay.
can't tell you where because I can't.
You don't know.
I know I'm on the floor.
I'm gonna drop down where I perceive to be like in front of the bar. I think not
Okay.
behind it, but in front of it,
Okay,
and kind of.
all right. Give me a luck roll.
There's one of those 20s.
This is my blood circle.
That's
Up
12.
inside my blood
How
circle.
lucky am I? Nope.
Not that lucky.
So you just hear over telepathy. Damn it! Freaking shit! Smoke everywhere! Fuck.
Fair.
Yep.
It's not too
Um,
different from what I'm saying verbally in the back room.
All right.
See, I really
so
want you to come into the room we're in right as the smoke clears. You're just like,
What just happened?
What did you do?
right. So something happens. No one's
We don't
around.
know.
No one's around to see it. Upstairs. What are you doing?
I am looking for someone in order robes.
Okay. You're just kind of feeling your way down the hall.
I'll break out any windows.
Doors.
that I
I
see.
mean, you're in the hallway. The
Oh,
doors are open. The rooms are on either side. Most of them have their windows open.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people up here at this point. As you get to sort of the end of your movement, the walls sort of open up to either side of you, and you get a sense that you're out on maybe the internal like walkway balcony,
Yeah.
and then the railing sort of looms out, and you just sort of grab onto it. You do sense that the smoke is thinning.
Okay. That's all I got.
And then something else happens, and back to the top of the round. And that was a once a day ability. So it cannot try that again. But
Wait, the charm was a once a day ability?
no.
Okay. I was like, because that would really suck to have used it on the one person in the room.
The
That,
thing we couldn't see.
yeah.
But the smoke has cleared at this point, so you can all see it just in time for it to teleport out of your grasp about 15 feet away from you.
It has to be able to see that, and I specifically am trying to keep its face shoved into a floorboard so it can't see you anywhere else.
Ooh.
That was specifically what I am trying to do. Up to you, but I
You do hear. We're killing it, right?
oh, silence isn't down yet.
Oh, never mind. You hear over telepathy. We're killing it, right? Oh, excuse me.
Pardon me for a second.
Mhm.
I still have peripheral vision, even at this point.
Okay, that's fine. I was
Sorry.
specifically
I-
trying to prevent
Yeah.
him from being able to do that. So
I really did enjoy
The
that
visual.
demonstration. And it does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still got the peripheral vision out to the side, so he's still going to be able to teleport out from under. It was a good thought. If you'd had a couple more rounds with smoke, maybe, but he's able to pop out. He is...
Do I see him?
Oh yeah, the smoke.
Yeah,
is
the
cleared.
smoke is
Everybody
cleared
sees
at this point.
And he's not casting a spell.
Um,
He's using just an innate ability.
yes, it is an innate ability. As the smoke clears, I will let you guys know that there are shadowy forms, figures in the doorway.
Shadowy, like evil
As in
demons,
they're-
shadowy,
they're-
like silhouettes of people.
Yeah, silhouettes of people in the doorway and at windows on either side of the common room. You kind of recognize them as guard silhouettes.
Mhm.
You do also see
Artemis.
Artemis up on the upper balcony. And Artemis, as you're looking over, you see this demonic creature
Look at that.
flit out of Killian's grasp and across the room, where it sort of looks around at you guys. Oh wait, no, teleport is its action.
Yep. He's stuck.
He's stuck for another round.
As a very, very dead Ultraloth.
Just doesn't know it.
All right, well that is... you all kind of actually you all hear this sort of infernal voice in your heads.
Oh, in our heads.
In your
Oh.
heads. We're just here for the we're just here for the traitor. Tell me where Akerai is.
Do I hear that too?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, no. I was
Okay,
looking for
over your telepathy also. Killian's gonna go. No.
Okay. That is,
Twang!
that is its turn.
Look, a target!
At long last!
At long last, I can shoot his ass!
Again.
18.
Not enough.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
I don't think. Well, anything else is just casting a spell, but now the guards are around, and I don't want to draw too much more attention that we already have.
Oh yeah, that's a problem right now.
All right.
Ooh,
Killian.
he escaped from my grasp. I'm drawing my sword, and I am running over there and hitting him twice. The first one was a natural 20. The second one is a... Let's see, add 4 to that, so that's a plus 13 to hit. That's a 29. So the first hit will do... 32 points of damage. Oh, no, 36 points of damage, because my strength is still boosted.
Ooh.
And the second hit will do... $20 points of damage.
All right. It sort of clutches at where your sword has hit it and staggers. It is, and it seems like it's sort of in disbelief and shock as its eyes sort of roll up in the back of its head, and it just sort of collapses. But as it does, that same portal sort of
Mhm.
opens up and the hand
Dare you to jump in.
grabs it to try and pull it back,
And is like, wait.
but
Hold on.
but, and then disappears.
Interesting.
Wait, we now have a body of an.
Yeah, it's unconscious.
Oh,
It failed the roll to stay conscious after taking that much damage.
wow.
All
And
right.
it's so confused, even the presumably king of hell
Or
is also
whatever.
like, wait, what?
You're not dead?
Seeming.
We're not supposed to fall
Who just knocks these guys out?
After seeing the hand thing, like I jumped down, run over. Do I finish it? What the hell just happened? Over telepathy?
You're not part of telepathy.
You're not.
No, I'm not. I'm just looking down and going, what on earth?
I don't know how we'd keep it trapped.
From your vantage point, so we're going to drop out of an initiative at this point. From your vantage point, you see the guards pointing and yelling with weapons drawn, but because you are now in the silence bubble,
Yeah, you can't hear
you
what
can't
they're
hear
saying.
it. But you are the only one who sees that they're pointing and shouting.
Does it look like they have a view of me?
Mm,
It'll be interesting to see how we get out of this one.
are you trying to hide? If so, make me a stealth roll.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Because I've been blindly wandering and I just
Okay.
got here.
In that case, yes.
Okay.
At least one of them can see you.
I think at this point I'm just gonna use my sword and kill off
Okay.
the demon.
I'm going to throw a dart at Killian.
So as you do, the portal reopens. The hand reaches up, grabs the body, and sucks it down.
How do the guards respond to this?
We can't hear them.
You can't hear them, and you're not looking that direction.
Well, I mean, I figure.
For you, you see their eyes go wide. And then a couple of the secret police sort of step into view, sort of lean in and whisper, and then they shrug.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
I'm gonna say over the telepathy. Oh no, we didn't see that yet.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no. Oh, and then the dart comes at me. Great.
Right to the butt.
Roll again, Steven.
Is this the one time it actually hits?
It's the highest roll he's gotten tonight.
All night, yeah.
Which is a 14.
So that
It's not high
is...
enough, but.
Well,
It might be.
Oh, maybe
he's gotta
with
add his
pluses,
bonus to it.
yeah.
plus 9 is a 23 to hit.
Oh,
That just hits me.
So you will take... 2 points... Oh, wait. Sorry, 7 points of
oh
damage.
dear.
7 points of damage. Okay. Well, at that point, I am going to spin around, and you
Yep.
see lightning start collecting on across his arms, and
I'll take it if you're gonna hit
I
me.
recognize him.
You're gonna shoot an old man.
It just stops my heart.
So and I'm gonna stop for a second because I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna prepare to throw another one.
I'm going to say over telepathy. All right, so I don't know what he's doing, but I think there's only one play I can have here, and I'm gonna put my hands up like I surrender.
Damn it.
You guys should probably get out of here.
What?
They're gonna have questions, and somebody's got to answer them. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the most
And both
attractive.
of us are wanted.
Yeah, so I'm here.
I'm gonna hoof it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I will just.
All
And then I'll
right.
put my hands out like you can cuff me if
All
you
right.
want.
So you're gonna hoof it down the back hallway.
I guess.
Okay, we will come back to you. What are you doing?
I was
Find my
told to hoof it,
options.
so I hoofed it.
Hide, don't get caught.
Over telepathy. Over telepathy, Killian told
Right.
you to run. It's up to you if you do or not.
Now you can give a shout out to somebody who actually streams. He made a button.
I made a button. Everyone gets a shout out.
We
You
don't
get a
need-
shout out. You get a shout out. Everyone gets a shout out.
He's now shouted out, you, Takai, and Mio.
So what you doing there?
Composer.
Also, Steven,
Does it look like anyone has
AC
seen me
21.
yet, like guard wise?
Actually,
You're down behind the
Especially
bar.
for bills.
What's that?
Right. I was,
Since you're down behind the bar, you can't tell.
and I'm just gonna.
I get in the
Is there like
Hides in
a
the
small
cupboard.
cupboard I could hide in?
All
I
right.
hide with the wine.
All right. So make me a stealth roll, if you
Are you
please.
disguised still?
No. I don't. That was once per
Yeah,
day,
that's-
and I
yeah.
already used it.
Cool. And what could go wrong?
Everything? As it is about
Stealth?
to.
31.
Oh,
Anyone who looks in here just thinks you're another wine bottle.
nicely
You
done.
hold the wine bottle in front of him, and all they see is the wine bottle.
I have advantage because my cloak gives me advantage
That's amazing.
All
on
right.
stealth checks.
All right. Good to know.
good idea.
All right.
But silence is still up.
Yep.
But silence
Yep.
is still up, so
You can even bang around those things. Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
so you look up and see me terracing down the back hallway,
Which I think is what you were going for.
which is what Killian was going for. But you also know that there's people back there, so this could go one of two ways.
Well, hopefully she comes up and goes out the top like I was planning on, but I can't say anything.
And you've got Killian standing there with his hands up as the rest of the guards sort of pour into the room and start looking
He's like,
around when they
"I'm gonna
realize they
attack
can't
about
hear
this."
anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down the wall from up top, and I'm going to start pulling your.
But before
hands.
you do, you also notice that the halfling has disappeared.
I don't actually care as long as they're out of
This is
sight.
like, good.
All right.
Pull your arms back behind you,
All
and
right.
I'm whispering things, but you have no idea what I'm saying.
Okay. So we're gonna step away from you guys for a second. See me. You come busting out the back door, and there are 3 city guards standing there. One of them has a pin from the order on his tabard. Halt!
Demons!
I mean,
Troll!
What?
Troll in the dungeon!
What?
There were demons! You should probably leave.
leave.
It is. It's. We can't leave if there are demons. We have to protect the city.
I'm not sticking around.
Wow.
Well, we do have a few questions for you. If you'll go with our associate,
Just keep running.
the two. Okay, so the two non-order guards draw their weapons and rush in to fight the demons. The one that is part of the order tries to keep pace with you, and actually does a pretty good job because he likewise is a monk. So it's like, stop, halt, wait. I have questions for you.
Oh, there's only one now.
There's only one now.
How are you so fast?
I'm real drunk!
That's embarrassing.
Please quote that. How are you so fast?
I'm real drunk!
Yeah.
You're not in your order.
If you will add that, please. No, she's not.
Yeah.
But
I am not in my order robes.
Lose him in the crowd.
all right.
Jump in the river.
Yeah,
That-
if I can lose him in the crowd, I'm going to try to. If he can catch me, I'll
He's a dead man.
try and answer questions.
All right,
to the least of
if-
my ability.
If you are trying to lose him, give me a stealth roll. Using the crowd.
Wow.
When I don't roll in here, I'm rolling real good. Isn't that 20?
Simi runs into a crowd of half elves, all dressed in the same clothes she is. They're all just T-posed around the...
What is it with us and escapes? Or
And
running?
you manage to slip into the crowd and completely lose
Look, if
him.
we have to be good at only one thing, Brayden, I'm okay with it being escape.
Yeah.
Okay, what
Yeah.
was the quote I'm supposed to add?
How are you
so fast?
How are you so fast? I'm drunk.
I'm real drunk.
I'm
There's gonna be stories now about it once you hit a certain level of intoxication.
That you get fast.
I mean,
I didn't
technically
even
that's
see
true.
those. Thank
Part
you.
of my tipsy sway, I think, also gives me extra speed.
I just imagine some
Oh, it's just till the end of the turn. Never mind.
herbalist is like, were they drunk or were they on speed?
Yes.
All right, so
Uppers or downers?
since you have lost him, where are you headed? What are you doing? Where are you going?
No freaking idea. I want to make sure that Lucas got out okay.
He
Or
didn't.
do not come back to the scene of the
No,
crime.
I'm not coming back to the scene. I think I'm probably going to.
You still have telepathy with him. And me.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know how fast were you running.
It,
Does it
it-
matter?
no, it doesn't
as long
matter.
as you're on the
Once
same plane of
telepathic-
existence.
Yeah,
you're
once
Range
the
doesn't
telepathic
matter.
bond goes out, I can communicate with anyone as long as they're on the same plane of existence.
Lucas,
How long does it last? It was an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, it's still up.
Lucas, Killian, rendezvous at the warehouse ASAP.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yep.
I don't know what's happened to me while she's been running, so I don't know what Killian's response would be.
All right, so back inside, you're sort of you're in the closet. You've got your arms. You've got Killian's arms behind him. Would you disarm him? I mean, because he's got this great big sword. In
Well,
his
it's
hand.
now sheathed.
Is it on a belt? Is it on
No,
a
it's across his back because it's a huge two-handed, like...
like a Zwander
Nodachi.
or something? Okay.
Also, if you try and reach for the handle, the hairs stand up and you smell ozone. So, like, you can try, but...
That's a good question. Actually, I don't. But I'm not gonna stop anybody else who tries.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start marching him towards the back door.
And as you do that, one of the guards puts a hand on your shoulder, shakes his head, and points back to the front door.
So I'm gonna point to the propounder symbol on my robes, and I'm gonna say, "This one is mine."
Except no one can hear you.
Except no one can
if
hear
you are
you.
miming, you are pantomiming
I mean,
a bureaucratic fight over
The important
jurisdiction.
part is the propounder symbol.
And he's going to point back to someone standing at the door, hands across his chest,
Uh-oh.
who's got two of them.
I'm just gonna wave him to come with me.
And Killian's just...
Now.
So as you turn and look, you see the guy pull something off his belt, turn a dial,
Uh-oh.
couple of
Uh-oh,
dials,
he's calling headquarters.
and he pushes
Get
a
the
button,
chief on the phone.
and sound rushes back in.
Ugh.
So I'm just repeating myself. This one's mine.
What's he wanted for?
Theft. A particular theft, in fact.
Of what?
Do you remember a cart that
So
had...
you guys are gonna hear over telepathy. So Artemis just ratted me out.
Do you remember a
I-
cart that was being
Maybe
delivered?
he's not on our side anymore.
Shit.
Yes.
This one. This is my quarry. You are not taking this one from me.
Just let
My
me
orders
know.
come directly from Madame Odessa Carell.
You'll have paperwork to that effect.
I do.
So he looks back down to the device in his hand, turns the dial a little bit, steps up to Killian, puts it against the armor, pushes the button, and your power cell drains.
Oh.
Can you move?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's just regular armor.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start
Should make it a
dragging
little
him
bit
towards the
easier
back.
for you.
Thank you. Drag him towards the back.
One moment. You didn't happen to see someone in tattered robes. We have a report that a rogue former member has been seen on these premises.
You're looking for Akurei too.
Yes.
I have not.
Is he part of your investigation?
He is peripherally, what is the word I want? Peripherally involved, perhaps. I'm hoping that my investigation will turn up more solid leads.
If they do, be sure you report not only to your Mistress Corell, but to us as well.
Of course.
On your way.
I'm just gonna sort of like punch you right in between the
I
shoulder
want
blades.
this place torn apart. Every
I'm gonna
room.
Keep walking towards the back.
Oh, thank goodness. This is the
I'm gonna
bar.
wave off the guards in the back.
Every room, every cabinet, every bit of this place.
Oh. I don't know you're there though. We're gonna keep walking.
So you heard that, right? This is just you.
Yep.
What do you want me to do?
What can you do?
I mean, I can try and fight and create a distraction. I don't really want to, but I can try.
I mean, I can.
Unless you think you're hidden well enough.
Or the two guys really
I
confused.
do like playing the odds, so good luck.
Okay. Let me know if they find you.
I will.
Okay.
I wish I knew he was in there.
So,
but I don't.
two guards come sort of rushing in from the back. We heard there were demons.
Taken care of.
Were is the correct term there.
Oh. All right. And you two, and the head guard sort of, you two, upstairs, start checking through all the rooms. We're looking for Akurei. Yes, sir. And they tromp upstairs.
And I am making our way towards the docks. I'm trying to get back over to the.
Okay. So the two of you sort of waltz out the back. There's nobody there now. They've been drawn off.
Okay. And I will quickly. You feel your hands come loose. Okay. We gotta go fast. What are you doing?
So over telepathy. How you doing there, buddy?
Fine, I'm fine.
Okay.
Just listening for.
Okay.
Just listening for.
They open it. They don't see you. They
There's
just hand them a bottle.
there's the tromp of boot steps
Mhm.
behind the bar, and you start from one end. You start to hear
Mhm.
tromp tromp, getting closer. Tromp
Okay.
tromp. Next one over.
Okay.
Tromp tromp tromp. The doors in front of you open.
And I will banish myself.
Yes.
Okay. Can you banish yourself?
I believe you can. I will double
yeah.
check.
Double check.
I think it specifies I
I
think
think
it's a
it's-
creature you can see, and I would argue you can see yourself.
Reflection in a bottle.
I suspect it says other creature, but
You attempt
let's-
to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence.
Go there.
Okay.
And since you are a native to our plane, you come back in 1 minute.
Yep.
Let's
Just
Alright.
long enough for him to have searched the cabinet.
All right.
Ooh, and then your telepathy goes away.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you are no longer on the same plane.
I suggest we go over the rooftops. Let's move.
Guys?
Why are you stopped?
As the caster, does that not go away?
What's that?
Does that go away, or are they
Yeah,
it
I'm
go-
talking to nobody.
like fully go away, or am I?
Because you're on another plane,
You're the conduit.
it's gone.
I mean, even if it wasn't, since we're not the casters, like we can't, we just don't get a response.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh shit. Oh shit.
You feel your connection leave.
Killian.
Do I know how long it'll take my armor to recharge?
You do.
Can I drop spell slots to speed that process up?
It'll be really unfortunate to die in the back alley
Actually,
now.
hang on. Actually, hang on. I have a whole thing for this.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you have mechanics for that?
Banished yourself. Are you gonna end up on the same plane with our devil friend and just?
Okay, yeah, I can. It takes me a minute to do it, but I can.
I don't know. That
use
depends
power
on.
it back up if I need to.
Okay.
Depends on how
Um,
Keith flavors it.
And
Which
Killian is
is-
just gonna turn and walk. He's gonna start. So not towards the docks that you're trying to. He's gonna turn and walk the other direction and walk. He's gonna start heading down like a couple blocks, like parallel to the road that would have run outside the Flotsam and Jetsam.
Okay, I'll just follow you. What are you doing?
He goes down a couple blocks, heads over and tries to cut across the street to get to a place where I can see the
Stop.
front of the building.
Stop.
Nope,
Do
doesn't
not go
stop.
out there.
Does not stop.
I'm going to punch you. I'm going to try to stun
You can try.
Oops. Probably gonna hit 17 plus. Shoot, what is my other?
Okay, so I'll get.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever that is, 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not specifically trying to do damage. I'm trying to hit a nerve to paralyze him.
Okay.
It's just stunning straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a con save, right?
DC 17.
Well, that's a 19.
Okay, you saved. Stop! Stop!
So Killian is going to turn around, and as he does, he's pulling out a blade you haven't seen before, but he pulls out a regular blade and pulls up and says, "If you hit me one more time, I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know whose side you're on right now. You're going to keep your mouth shut while I go make sure that my halfling is safe. You can either come or you
Didn't
can
he
go
with-
somewhere else.
Didn't he go with Simi?
We're not having this conversation here.
If you
Hit
go
me
out
again and we
there-
have problems.
Listen.
I'm sheathing my blade and I'm...
If you go out there, they are going to catch you, and you are not going to be able to stop them. I can't help you.
I think I've had enough of your help for today."
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Where did I bounce to?
I know where I want you to be.
Are there spiders here?
Tempting.
The face spider bucket, yes!
Tempting, but no. So you have banished yourself, and you land on a surface that is sort of undulating somewhat.
Oh boy.
And you open your eyes and you find yourself on the deck of a merchant ship sitting at dock in a city you don't recognize.
What?
You look around and the sort of central
No, he's in Neverwinter.
figure it's sort of the central feature is this long slender tower, and you do hear a voice from the docks telling someone that you can't see, "Welcome to Neverwinter, Captain."
He's gonna bamf out and one more time. You can't find good help in Neverwinter.
Okay.
And you're there for 1 minute. What are you doing on the deck of this boat?
Maybe there's food.
I waited the 1 minute. Just trying to not be
Okay.
to be nonchalant.
It's about halfway through it. You see a tricorn hat coming back up the gangplank, and as the face sort of reveals itself, the captain sort of looks at you. "Stow away!" Pulls a sword and charges at you.
Well, hold
and,
on a second.
and just about the time he would have gotten to you,
I'm back in the cabinet.
you're back in the cabinet.
Okay, do I still hear rustling?
Make me a perception check.
You bastard. I love this one, Keith. -1.
It is silent as the
Your
grave.
ears haven't popped from the elevation change.
That was a natural 1.
Yep. No, you don't hear a thing, and we will come back to you. You had a question.
So I think that more of a statement. I think that
Okay.
once I realized I wasn't getting anything back from Lucas anymore, I would probably pad my way back over, but I would jump up. No, not all the way there. Not all the way there. I would probably be like 2 buildings over and get onto the top.
Okay.
And just try to situate myself so that I can peek over and see if there is movement taking people here, there, wherever.
Okay.
So that I can see what the hell is happening.
Yep.
Okay.
Because Simi is now very concerned.
Make me a perception check.
Don't fail me now.
It failed you.
It failed me so hard. That would be a 1. Oof.
Okay. All right. So you climb up onto the roof of the building.
You're watching it. You get the wrong tavern. It's you're watching the one across the
And
street.
you sort of ease your head up so that you can look and see. And you don't really see much of anything activity-wise, or it's hard to tell from this angle if there's anything that's, that you're interested in. And then there's a scuff of boots on the roof behind you. You're mighty interested in what's going on over there. This sort of deep voice sounds behind you. Maybe we should go on down and take a closer look. And as you turn to look and see who it is, it's one of the secret police.
I'm gonna pretend I fall off.
Wait!
Wait, no!
And I am like fully pretending to
Okay.
fall off.
Does that mean you pretend to take fall damage? And by pretend, I mean you take fall damage.
No, I'm gonna act like I'm so drunk. Because honestly, I kind of sort of am at the moment. Maybe. I'm gonna act like I am so drunk that I'm like ricocheting off of things, and I'm that person that survives the wreck,
Because you're just
I'm
so
just
kind of ragdoll, you're not tensing at all. Okay. How much fall damage can you negate?
I mean, I
Remind me.
couldn't run down.
If she stays close to a
5 times her level.
yeah, if she stays close to a you can still
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah, it's fine. 5 times your level puts you at
lot.
60 points. Yeah, you're not that high. So it's just like, and you land in a pile of trash down there. Wait there!
They don't assume I died.
There's no blood.
Yeah, there's no blood. So,
I'm not waiting
wait
there.
there!
I was gonna say, yeah, you're not
And then
waiting there.
he disappears, and then you're poof
Yep,
and gone.
I will go farther away.
Of course.
I will remind
Thank
you,
you.
you told us where to meet you.
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Hiding in the closet.
No!
You don't hear anything. What are you doing?
Alright. Remembering the room layout, if I were to gently open the cupboard, would I be able to see out the back door from where I am?
In my head, no. It was on the other side of the room, sort
That's
of
fine.
under where the stairs,
That makes
top
sense.
stairs were.
Right. I'll just try stealthing out of the building.
All right, make a stealth check. I will remind you, you had a 31 before when he opened the door.
Hopefully, this is one of the two things you're good at.
29.
Good.
Nice.
It's one of the 3 things I'm good at. Besides sleight of hand, stealth, and investigation.
Everything else is a negative.
Well, only wisdom. Everything else is sort of a hit or miss.
All right, so you slink your way out the.
Pop the collars, just.
Going out for a smoke.
Smoke.
So you slink your way out. Sort
Off the
of.
collar like a gangster.
There are city guards still in the main room of the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are sort of in the entryway facing out.
Mm-hmm.
There's one sort of looking under tables, checking nooks and crannies on the other side of the room. You sneak around. You sneak over to the window into the kitchen. You do hear people. You do hear searchers in the kitchen. You bypass the door without, or so you bypass the door to the kitchen. Immediately after you do, the door sort of flings open, catches on the corner of the fireplace where you're standing. So you're right there in the corner. The door is now hiding you as he comes busting out. And then you hear the boot steps going clomp, 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 clomp up the stairs. And the door sort of eases back closed, and you just sort of tiptoe your way over to the hallway. And you're gone.
Good.
Where were you supposed to? Where was the rendezvous again?
The warehouse.
I don't know where that is.
The not sex dungeon.
I don't know where that
Yeah,
is.
he's never been there.
Crap, you've never been
Yep.
there.
And
And I can't tell you now.
Yep.
So you find a vantage point. How far down did you go?
I want to go down. It needs to be close enough that I can make it out reasonably well what they're doing. But basically, I just need to be able to see. I want to watch any action coming in and out the front to see if they pull somebody out of there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait like probably 20 or 30 minutes
Okay.
to see. And if they don't, I'm going to assume he's
Okay.
made it out or is so well hidden they'll never find him.
Right. So you find a spot sort of. You don't want to be too close because you do see people on the rooftops. So you're like half a block down, maybe 3/4. You find a spot where you can kind of get around a corner and hide and watch, and you're there for half an hour, 45 minutes. Nothing, and plenty of people come and go. Some of them are regular city guards. Some of them have a slightly different uniform that you're not familiar with.
Yep.
Coming and going. Well, I guess you would be because you saw it. So it's the uniform of the secret police, the secret order police. But they come and go, and after about an hour or so, you see the sort of the chief of the secret police step out. He sort of gives a little whistle, gathers up all of his men, and they march off, headed towards what you assume is going to be the cloister. This kind of that direction. The rest of the city guards gather up, take about 5-10 minutes to do a debrief, and then they start to disperse themselves. They don't go in a group. They sort of start peeling off into 1s and 2s and 3s to start patrolling the city again.
I will try and, staying out of the main areas they're going to patrol for a little bit, I'm going to start making my way to Cassius's house.
Okay. All right. So you're going to Cassius's house.
Yep.
I'm going to the warehouse.
You're
'cause
going
he
to the
has a dog
warehouse.
on me.
That's
It-
fine.
You're gonna.
I also have not been to the. Yeah,
You're going to stick with
I
Killian.
was sort of trying to just deflect people away from Killian.
Where are you going, Lucas?
I'm gonna find an alley off to the side after a while.
Okay.
And you're gonna ritually cast.
See me.
Where's the warehouse?
Oh, thank
You didn't
God.
tell me where the warehouse was.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I will give you like directions from roughly where we are. Have you seen Killian? Did he make it out? Do you know?
I can't reply to that message.
Oh, never mind.
I will then phone Killian. Killian, I made it out alive. The address of the warehouse is 123 Wallaby Way. I don't know.
With that information, I will head to the warehouse now.
Okay.
I was going to go ask Cassius and be like, who's the real estate person you line them up with? I need the address.
All right. So, about an hour and a half later, all of you have made it to.
I will also
The warehouse.
send a message to Artemis as well about where the warehouse is.
Oh, thank you. Man, I mean, I'm just following Killian at this point,
Okay.
but
All right. So about an hour and a half later, all of you have managed to make it to the warehouse. You are currently still the only one with a key.
Gotta fix that.
who uses keys?
Also, I look so gross. Like,
Oh, because you fell in trash?
yeah, there's like weird bits of food scrap in my hair. I'm like covered in soot and weird stuff. Oh, thank
Are
God.
you okay?
I just like hug Killian. Like, what?
Are you okay? You're,
Oh, I fell off a building. It's fine. It was a calculated risk.
You said you hugged Killian.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check.
No, that's a natural 20.
She still has that
Uh-huh.
odor of
Oh, de garbage.
no,
No.
sulfur?
no. It's
Intoxication.
intoxication.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
How much did you drink that you're still drunk enough to smell it an hour later?
I mean,
So,
he rolled
Overall,
a nat
that's
20.
that's
So
Yeah.
you need a shower and to sleep that off.
Oh, I'm probably just already off gassing. I feel fine. That's a thing.
I don't know about the drinking problem, so
My college roommate. I always knew what she drank the day after.
Hello. just kind of
Good to see that you made it.
just around a corner. Hello. Did we all make it?
Looks like it.
Oh, good.
It was a near thing for some of us.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you guys are okay.
why did you put your hands up?
Because we lured them there, and they were gonna have questions about what was going on. They were going to ask somebody. I figured it would be the easiest for these two to get away, and I could answer questions. I was just a good citizen who happened to be here, and when demons appeared in a random tavern I was in, I tried to stop them.
Why did you lure them there?
I think we were trying
To
to
get-
lure men, not demons. But it
We
seems like
lured the secret police people there to try and tail them back and figure out where they're basing their people out of so that we could gather more information on them. Not only is that no longer going to work, you also have now made me a wanted person across the city, so I also now have to go around in hiding. Because you outed me as the thief of the cart. Things they would not have known. So whose side are you on? Because you attacked me, you blew my cover.
Well, I
And
tried
you
to yell
didn't-
at you, but I could not. I was told that Artemis, or no, sorry, Akarai was likely hiding out in that building, so I went to go save him. And 3, I was not told any of this.
You went to save the man that we left in the manor?
I heard several specific guards of a very particular sect say that he was
Did
there.
you bother going and checking and seeing if he was still with Cassius?
Well, no, because I went to go when I heard there was going to be a sting.
the rumor spell is very effective.
Yes,
So-
we planted the rumors to lure them there.
I feel like there was a whole lot of stuff that we have now learned we could have done better all the way around.
No, I think I did my job really well, actually.
I did decently all right
I
this
think
time.
our plan was excellent.
The only
We survived
problem
an
is-
ambush we weren't expecting.
Yes.
We could have learned a lot of information.
We
Did you happen to see anyone who was important?
I mean, I saw one of them, but our friend here insisted that because I was the person who stole the cart and was wanted, that I would go with him and that he would take me straight to Odessa Corel. So also, you just outed yourself.
No, I didn't.
Well, when I don't show up and the paperwork doesn't show up and you don't show
Oh,
up,
I turned in the paperwork. That's not a big deal.
you turned in paperwork saying that you were hunting me.
I turned in paperwork saying that I was doing what I was told and hunting Simi and those who were connected with her.
Why are you turning in paperwork saying you're hunting Simi?
I mean, he already was. They knew this part.
Yeah, you
This
knew
is
this
not-
part too.
That was
Okay, okay.
covered.
Yeah, but I'm not going to show up. So if your friend there goes and asks questions about where I am or where you are or where the paperwork about my arrest is, it's
too
just
high
gone.
up for him. Don't worry about that part. That is not the part
Don't-
that I am concerned about. The part that I am concerned about is the fact that you lured people that you could not have dealt with. Without telling
could
me.
not have dealt with?
Trust me.
We
I'm
fought
sorry.
2 demons.
We took down 2 demons in the time it took you to figure out what the hell was going on.
Given that you didn't see the 2 large forces outside the front and the back, that I saw because I entered to look and see where Akarai
Who were
was.
not there for me.
How was I supposed to know that?
Hey.
I wasn't
Okay,
told any
that-
of it.
Yes, correct. That's a problem. However, we can't fix any of that now. We just have to move ahead.
No,
This-
but the problem is you weren't told about any of it because where were you?
I was asleep. You could have woken me up.
You were resting. You had just had a curse removed. I can't be expected to wake you up or
leave a note, or
we didn't know what we were doing until we were doing it. Now, I will grant
That
you,
might be a
I will
problem.
grant you, I did not expect them to respond that quickly.
That
was a less than
Yeah.
1 day turnaround for our
Yeah.
rumors to spread.
that was
Very
unexpected.
effective.
the fact that I heard about it 3 separate times.
We
Well,
at
there were
least-
3 separate rumors, so that...
Oh, well,
We
that
now know the
makes sense.
potency of that spell.
Yep. I'm gonna have to be very careful with it.
So either there was a member of the Order that was likely on our side that was in danger, or more likely it was Akarai. I moved to do what I thought was best.
Which involved attacking me?
I was the only way I could get your attention when I had eyes on me.
It was a butt dart. It could have
No,
been
but-
worse.
If I'd wanted to hurt you, I would have done something else. I went after the one who was most heavily armored. I didn't intend to hurt you.
Okay. Clearly you and I have 2 very different ideas of how to handle situations.
Then workshop with this with me. What would you have done in my situation?
I would have, if you had been the one and you had just surrendered in front of everybody, and I was there, and I didn't know who I was looking for, I didn't know what had just happened, there was weird smoke billowing out of a room, I don't know how much of our little fiasco you saw in there.
Virtually none of it. It was smoky.
Yeah, I would have waited to see what you did, and then tried to play along with whatever your plan was. I would not have tried to interrupt whatever you were planning, because clearly I was not part of the initial plan.
Except that you'd just gotten attacked by demons as we did in a surprise before.
Right, but if roles had been reversed, I stumbled into a thing that you were already involved in, you didn't seem to know I was there, I would have assumed that whatever plan you had to get yourself out of it, I let you run with that until it was clear it wasn't working.
So you expect that I would, and I'm not trying to attack, you expect that I would just assume that you had a plan to deal with possibly hundreds of members of the Order that is specialized in taking down magic users?
Yep.
That is never going to happen. I will never assume that you, as a lone person, are going to be capable of an escape on that order.
Honestly, that's kind of fair. And you saw him and then put your hands up. He could have thought that that was what you were thinking. This is the whole, like, okay, I see it. I see it. The anger is justified. The frustration is justified. But this isn't doing jack shit for us.
Well, it's helping me understand whose side he's on, because he came and arrested me and then outed me to his... So I would assume he had more medals on his chest than you. His superiors.
And then left with you in a direction that got you by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't need to out who we were or what we were doing.
That's just a poor choice.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to lie about anything and has wound up putting himself together with people who have to lie to keep themselves alive and to do the very thing that we're here to do.
That doesn't mean he's intentionally working against you.
But he didn't know that. Although there were
There were a
perhaps...
whole lot of things that neither one of you could have known.
So, now, we have to figure out what we do.
There we go.
Well, I think I have to go make a report.
And tell them what?
And tell Madame Corell that I followed a lead and that a sting interfered with my operation.
Okay, and if she asks about me, what are you going to tell her?
That I let you go because that is the best way to find Simi.
Great. So now she'll be expecting that I will lead her to Simi, which, in case you haven't noticed, I can, which means I now have to not be where Simi is.
Not necessarily, no.
You might not be the only person she has tailing us.
But I am the only person who is close enough to know where you are.
We don't know that.
If they knew where we were right now, we would be facing more demons.
No, we wouldn't.
currently.
The demons are after Akerai, not us. They're only going to come after us if they think that we can get them to Akerai.
Which they do.
They
Otherwise, they wouldn't have attacked you in the first place.
didn't attack us. They were there for Akerai. Because they also had heard the rumors that he was there.
Very effective across planes.
We wouldn't even have fought the demons, except
Good
that
job,
demons
Lucas.
appeared in the middle of a tavern full of people. And had your order people asked me questions, again, I don't feel like it would have been hard to explain away the fact that I fought demons.
Unfortunately, he's not a mind reader. Now we just have to work with what we got.
Right.
So if you go make a report and they ask about me, I need to know, because that means I need to make sure that I am not leaving them a trail in case they put other people on it, because I also don't know how far they trust you.
I mean, I wouldn't be on this particular investigation if they didn't trust me to a certain extent. There are far easier and more out-of-the-way things that they have sent me to. That is neither here nor there. Do you have ideas of other things that I could report? Do you want to have escaped me? What is...
I mean, this could be an opportunity to start turning the leaders against each other. If they took Killian instead of you because of their higher authority at the scene, and they took him into custody and now he's missing.
Probably too many witnesses.
I mean, most of the witnesses are Secret Service who would be working for the chief.
You were trained to take down magic users?
Not specifically.
Yeah, hold on. I have a bone to pick with that situation. My silence went down.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, the big high up guy pulled out
Something that could negate magic.
rod with dials and negated the magic. He also deactivated my armor.
Have I heard about that? I
There's
have
So-
no idea what that is.
That would be whatever the item is that they used, probably to hunt magic and to deal with magic users.
Right.
Akerai has confirmed to me that they exist, but he
Yes.
would not tell me what they are or how they work.
I want one of those. But I have a feeling
The
it's gonna be
only
hard to
two
get
options
one.
we have is that we make the case that I managed to get away from you because my magical abilities returned and you're not trained in
wasn't
how
my
to prevent that, or you have to go take me and turn me in.
Which I think would be a terrible idea.
No, that we can't. No.
Well,
I knew that was coming.
that
No,
might
it's
not
coming.
be the worst idea, actually.
Pitch it.
What you got?
Well, we wanted to get information about what the other members of the Order were doing, where the different groups are located. Specifically, we wanted to understand more about the Inquisition. If you take me in, I'm going to learn a lot.
The question is whether or not I can keep you under my care. If Madame Corell hears that you're there and the reasoning I gave,
Or even Master Rosk.
I don't think he's as likely to directly interfere.
I mean, you would probably tell her that he's associated with Simi.
Oh, right, you're right.
And
But,
he's got
but
a
I
sort
think
of
she
a-
wants Simi on her own. I don't think she wants to share with Rosk.
I think it depends on how far spread we say your involvement is.
It is my understanding that she wants Simi for herself. She wants to be the one who destroys the anarchists. We have some time, let me think on it.
Okay.
Do you think that you could maybe, if you were inside, be able to come out of this
Yes.
looking innocent?
Oh, looking innocent? No, but be able to come out of this? Yeah. I have leverage. I know where Akerai is, which is exactly what they want. Also, I don't think I have actually made a big enough splash for them to actually care about me as an individual.
Fair.
Or anything to prove that what I said is true.
Well, they're not going to care. They don't need proof.
Not
But-
necessarily, no. But again, if I look rogue, that is very different.
Yeah, but
That's not what I'm going
I don't
for.
think that they will be so interested in punishing me that they will give up the opportunity to get ahead in their own machinations. Again, I don't think I have proven myself to be a big enough threat or make a big enough splash in their world that I am too big of a threat to ignore.
Fair.
As far as they know right now, I use magic, and I am the person who stole
Goods from a good.
some very important goods. Enough that it's worth a hunt. We stole, 4 barrels of magic
You did.
squid ink. There were a couple other magic items. There were some valuables.
Yeah, what were you
Sprinkled in
thinking
there.
that you were turning him in for?
We stole the shipment of magic ink is what I stole.
Okay, again, more information that. Okay,
For spellcraft.
From the guy who continues to tell us he doesn't want to know more.
not about that.
Now, I also have the benefit of they don't know how I did that. So they also might be interested in learning if anybody else worked with me and how I did that.
Do you have teleportation magic at all? I don't know what your speciality would.
Not at the moment. If you gave me a week, I would.
You
A
gave
week
me
might be
one
too
more
long.
level.
But I... Yeah, I don't know. It's a risk, but... Ooh, the other option is I escaped you, but I'm now on the wanted list just as much as he is, and I'm going to have a much harder time going around in this and not being noticed.
That being said, they couldn't see your face. So without the armor.
Right, but without the armor, I also am far less effective at anything we do.
I mean, combat.
Yes, but also magical... most of my magical aptitude is currently tied up in this.
Oh, that's also good to know.
So it's an option, but it severely limits what I can do. And it's going to be hard to... It makes everything harder and puts me also on the list of people they're hunting.
It's a very tricky situation.
Now, if we turn me in and I can't get out on my own, you guys are going to have to come up with a plan to get me out.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna let you get stuck there.
Right, and I don't know what that plan would look like because that would depend on where I wound up getting stuck.
Yes.
And I don't know where that's going to be yet because I don't know how...
I don't know whose jurisdiction they would put you under. Provided that Madame Corell could get her claws into you, I'm positive that she would keep a hold of you.
And might
that's
literally
problematic.
put her claws in you.
I would prefer to keep you out of her hands if I can manage it.
What if you turned me into Rosk?
Excuse me?
We want to know more about exactly what his setup looks like and a better understanding of the machinations of what's going on. And we wanted to play people against each other.
That could work.
I like that idea better.
I know a decent amount about Cordell and some of the inner workings, so I feel like I could make a deal with... Oh, fuck. Crap.
What?
Maybe we... I don't know, maybe this could still work in our favor. I just realized Rosk might know who I am.
Why?
Because it's been what, a couple of years at this point?
A year?
Like a couple of years ago, I may have sent a message to him offering to have him join us in our rebellion because he was currently on the outs with the Empress and we freed some of his people, and I sent him with a message to say, hey, maybe you'd like to...
With your
we're,
name
we're,
attached?
we're both fighting this... Well, I mean, not exactly
I
with
was
my name
wondering
attached.
if
But
you
I
were
think,
going to remember that.
yeah, I think that he would recognize me. That still might be to our advantage.
He would recognize your name.
Yeah, that still might be to our advantage because
Possibly.
that would also be leverage.
That also does complicate things, though. But I like that idea better than giving you to
I
Corell.
like that idea. Cause
Wait, but they're special.
not Rosk.
Well, my worry there is different specialties.
What was Ross's specialty? He was
They do people versus items, right? Or was it the other way around?
I don't know. Akerai hunted.
well. I mean, he's like the head of the organization, quote unquote.
Right.
What was he the head of before he became the head of the whole shebang? Because he replaced Colin, who died after giving the prophecy of Milo.
Right.
I think he was over like the general hunt down and
Whatever
acquisition of
Simi
magic,
was.
people
Yeah.
and items, both. Because
Okay.
Akerai trained to take down magic users,
Mhm.
but Simi was training to hunt magic items.
Yeah.
Right.
Back before they kind of fractured, I feel like it was sort of an umbrella of the
Yeah, like it was
Magic
the
Inquisition.
yeah.
It's only been fairly recently that
That
those
it's splintered.
have really splintered
Right.
quite so hard.
Okay.
this whole time, Simi has just been like all of the blood has drained from her face at this point,
Right.
and it looks like she would like to speak but can't.
Could also ask Akerai what he thinks about that. He would also potentially have some more information that could be used as bargaining chips.
We have a very short window to do that, like an hour or two at most.
No, we probably
No.
have up to 2 days for me to make that report because I would have been
Especially-
expected to extract information first.
Especially
okay.
if he was gonna turn me into not Corell but Rosk, because he would essentially be switching sides.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And I am sure it would piss her off, and it could potentially start quite the little...
We could plan with Rosk to ambush Corell in some capacity, and then during the fight turn on him
Alternatively,
in whatever capacity that means.
I could file my report to Corell not turn Killian in to Corel. File my report, though, with Corel, and say that I was approached and that you were removed from my custody by Rosk.
That could work.
I think we need to talk to Akerai.
Do you want me to ring him and have him come over?
No.
No, we go to him, and Killian's
he
gonna
should
start
be
taking off
traveling.
his armor.
Oh, okay.
Disguises.
Dang it. So
I have to write these ideas
Artemis is going to
quick.
pull out a bag, and he's like, sorry. I used to be able to put a huge amount of things in this.
Oh,
Doesn't
I used to
work
have
anymore.
that too.
He'll just hand it to Lucas.
What is this?
It's just a
A
sack.
bag of holding. That
Oh.
doesn't work.
Oh.
The bag that was formerly a folding.
Oh, okay. Put this with the other
Useless. I just give you trash all the time.
I'm not a raccoon.
Hey, Lucas, make me a perception check real quick.
Oh, you. Why?
That's
why
not
would
a bag
you
of
do-
folding, it's a bag of devouring. Hum nom 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 nom.
It always worked for me. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Bag of holding with a hole in the bottom. Yep, I like that.
8.
Okay.
Keith, I don't want to have to deal with the bag man. I have enough shit on my plate to
Also,
deal
did
with
you
the
say
bag
something
man.
about disguises?
For walking over you.
Do you think we need them?
I think we're probably fine for now.
I mean, if you change out of your robes, he has to be disguised everywhere we go just because of who he is.
Yeah.
Out of my armor, I should be okay.
Probably not a bad idea for me either.
That's fair.
Technically, I don't even need to change out of my robes. I'm going to, but at least as of right now, I don't think I need to.
Oh, disguise stuff is one of my new spells. I can do that whenever. That would have come in handy to remember.
Yeah.
Forgot
Yeah.
that. I swapped feats with Milo there for a second in my head.
Whoopsie.
So I can just disguise myself, so we're good with that.
Oh, cool.
Who to possibly give Killian to?
Okay, I will go get changed then.
Yeah, and then we'll go see Akerai and...
Oh, before I forget, I haven't had a chance. He's going to pull out another smaller pouch. I haven't had a chance to work with these yet, but there's 2 separate herbs divided in this bag. One of them will put a person to sleep. The other one will put a person to sleep forever.
I really hope you remember which is which.
Did you label
They're easy
them?
to distinguish. It's fine. I'm very acquainted with these plants. Interestingly, you can find both in the
Keith is also like, in the what? In the what, Stephen?
botanical gardens.
There
of
you
the
go.
city.
That's the word.
Yeah, it was stuck.
Hate it when that happens, man.
So he'll pull out one of the this one, and so it's like green on the outside of the leaf and then purple all on the inside. This one, in case you ever run into it, do not make into tea. You will go to sleep on a permanent basis.
Good to
I'll
know.
put it back in.
Okay. Don't
Um,
blink the nightshade.
It puts you into sort of a coma first, so you will go to sleep, and then you will pass quietly. It slows your heart down to the point where it is no longer delivering blood to your brain. So I will be making that into a tincture of sorts.
I see some really bad Romeo and Juliet stuff going down with this.
You're gonna make it into a tincture. Why?
Oh, so that we can use it in the future. It is. I'm letting you know what our assets are, so that in the future, when we are making plans, that you are all aware of the assets we have.
I understand.
Where did we put that wheelbarrow?
Over the albino, I think.
So, to Akerai.
Well, that seems like a pretty fair place
Sure.
to call it for the night. So thank you so much for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're having a wonderful 2025 and that you are feeling the promise of the new year. That's going to do it for us here tonight.
It's
What?
about
Am I trying not to scare away the good vibes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then forget what I said. I hope you have a rotten year.
No, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to go that far.
We will be back with you guys next week. Just a reminder of the updated time. We are trying to start at 6 o'clock now, in deference to some of our players who have to be up early because of work and such. So just a reminder about that. For any updates to the schedule, you can always check out our Discord server. We try and keep that updated to let you guys know when we're doing what, so be sure that you are tuned into that. We do also put all of our video content up on the Tube of Use. I am a little bit behind because of the holidays, but I'm going to get caught up on all of that. Be sure you head over there, hit like and subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you will have the notification of when I put new content up. Wow, the words just went right off the rails there.
I feel that.
Words truly evade me.
Yeah, there was a path, and then there wasn't, and I just steamrolled right through it. But yeah, we will. All of the video content does wind up there eventually, so be sure you are checking that out. There's lots of stuff you can go and watch. If you are finding us on YouTube, thank you for being here and helping us grow this side of things as well. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you guys next week. Until then, remember...
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
Yes, we should raid.
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. And we are going to raid out tonight. Let's see where we're going. Oh, hey, Griffey's online. We're going to go raid her.
Let's do that.
Good night.
Good night.
Wow, that says collaborate. That's not what I'm looking to do.
Oh, are we still waiting? We are not.
No, we're rating him.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Is it?
Are we still waiting? I think we're still
I
waiting.
think we are still waiting. Hang on.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Still getting used to the buttons.
We thought we had it.
No, it said
We lied.
viewers are...
No, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do.
3 viewers are ready to raid Griffin in 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Happy new stream. I don't know where I was going with that.
So did it actually swap over?
No, it didn't.
No.
Oh.
There is a raid now.
You have to hit raid now, which is on our side of the screen, I think.
Of course it is. Boy, this
And
is...
we're still live right now, right?
Yep. Yes,
Oh, of course we are.
Of course
That's
we are.
wonderful.
Neil gets to watch us squirm.
Where'd it go? Where?
We don't know how to
I'm-
function when
Yep.
the camera's not on.
The camera is on, that's sort of the thing.
That's the problem.
We're over.
Is that it? We can say whatever we want now.
I mean,
Yes.
what was stopping you before?
That it would be recorded
Yeah.
for